Ahoy, captains! The second anniversary of Legends is upon us. Get ready to celebrate with a summer festival. There's a lot waiting for you. Roller coaster with a great prize and a lot of compelling challenges and content. We'll take a nostalgic look back with a special Bureau project and a wave of sales coming your way. Don't miss a chance to get rare content from past events. Moreover, everyone is invited to hang out together at the anniversary stream. But wait, there's more. As every great party host, we invited a surprise guest. Don't miss out and see for yourself. Speaking of hidden things, all your Corsairs and Salty Dogs are welcome to participate in the Treasure Hunt web event. No one leaves empty-handed. Feeling competitive and eager to show off your skills? Let everyone see what you got in 3 ranked seasons. Arena-tested arms race mechanic and Tier 7 ships for the first time ever to ice the cake. Grab your free ticket with the anniversary bundle and dive into the festival celebrations right away. Have fun and rock the tide.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another stream with us, the Legends team. This time something very specific. It's gonna be our developer Q&A stream plus our update stream combined, but I am, as always, not alone. I am joined by the amazing Prince Blip.
Apparently I'm missing.
And his camera is gone. Well, hold on a second.
I'm invisible.
Hold on a second. We tested this earlier.
It was working fine.
And it was working fine. Hold on. Let me quickly well.
Should we turn it off and back on again?
It seems like the camera just stopped working.
I'm gonna turn it off and back on again, right?
Yes. I'm sorry, guys, that you have to deal with this. Harry Potter's cape is exactly. He has just disappeared. That is. Well, guys, hold on a second.
This happens every time.
Yeah, this happens every
This camera and me only. It hates me. So anyhow, we will be joined shortly at about halfway through the hour with our development director to answer some questions that we gathered from you guys on Discord and Reddit. We're going to be covering anything from questions that are returning from last year's Q&A to completely new stuff and updates on old issues and all kinds of different weird and wacky questions, including whether or not pizza is a quiche, because this is an important debate that we have been having on the Discord.
Actually, I got informed by someone from the team that if I ask this question, I'm gonna get fired. So, I'm not allowed to ask this. Well,
you are not allowed, or are we not allowed?
We are not allowed to ask this question.
So we are not going to ask that question. So, did I even mention that?
The thing is, I'm actually sorry that I'm kind of stoked because I don't know what is causing this. We ran a test earlier and everything was working fine, and now I come back and it's just gone. No, that's not the.
No, that's the backup.
Yeah.
We can switch to it.
Okay, hold on. Sit down here.
Okay.
Sit down in the chair.
Anyhow, this is one of the most eventful. Oh, the camera chair. I am alive, and I am apparently visible underneath Chris's name now, but I am Prince Flip, and we are working on getting the cameras working again.
So, since we never had these technical issues on the fly, never, let's just see if this, yeah, and there we go.
There we go.
So it seems like the capture card just decided to check out for today. But yeah, so the problem was the capture card was broken. Seems like I'm giving Mr. Conway some headache next time he's coming back, because I'm telling him that something broke. Anyways, hi, how are you guys doing? Seems like a bumpy start, but we have time to kill anyways, because we're gonna be here for 4 hours. So in around 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how long it will take, our development director Kirill will join us, but not alone. Also, the great Filigula will join us, but during that time, you will only see Kirill. He will join with the camera. So how it's gonna work today is we're gonna talk with you in the beginning about our changes and anniversary and what we all have in plan, freebies, what we're gonna have planned for the anniversary week, and then we're gonna do around an hour and a half, depending on how long we're gonna take, a Q&A session with Kirill, where we have a bunch of questions written down from Reddit, Discord. We had a form collected where we picked out most of the most important questions. Short, like side note, I know you guys want to know more, want to know like anything about upcoming lines or ship tech trees or premium ships, but just for the sake of our usual habit, we're not gonna answer those questions. I know you guys are gonna get bummed, but like, we announce the stuff when it comes early enough, because it's just like some things are gonna get teased 100%. Like, for example, we teased on our Belfast event, or we announced on our Belfast event that British Carrier will come. So these are like things that we can say when they're 100% fixed and confirmed by the development team. So if Kirill confirms anything, that's good, that's great. But we just don't want to, put your hopes high and then not deliver, because that basically would be the worst possible outcome. Yeah. Anyways, regarding our anniversary activities, I will share our page where you can see a lot of things regarding our Summerfest activities. We just call it Summerfest activities. And there is also a schedule for our upcoming in-game sales, activities, events, and there's everything covered regarding dates as well. Like, if you are interested, for example, in the Black Friday ships or the Halloween commanders or Halloween ships or Halloween content, there is a short schedule where you can find the exact dates, so you can pick that out for you. Also, there is gonna be a 5 times XP event duration during our anniversary weekend. That will be basically, I think, 13th of August is the Friday over the weekend.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yeah. And
because the anniversary is on the 12th. And
yeah. And there's also going to be something special where maybe Prince Blip can tell you guys a little bit about.
So for the 13th, we're going to do another live stream. Yes, it will be on Friday the 13th. And we will be with a special guest doing the part 1, as far as we can go, in terms of the American cruisers bit of Ships of the Line. So we will have plenty to talk about, because there is a surprising amount of cruisers that came before Omaha and even St. Louis, as well as plenty of cruisers going on into the 20s and the 30s.
Yeah. So there will be a special guest. That stream, I just turned Blip up. I don't know why he is now quiet, because in the test he sound fine as well. Like, everything is not going as planned. Like, when you test the setup for like 2 hours, and it's weird. But everything else is fine. The mic levels, right? Like, I turned Blip now up a lot. Yeah, a special guest. We cannot confirm it yet because that's up to Blip. But it's gonna be someone probably known in.
A lot of you will know of him,
Yeah.
have heard of him, or
Yeah.
have watched things that he has produced.
Yeah, and yeah, so that will be awesome. Robin will be there as well again. He is currently on vacation because I saw the question where are all the women in. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, sorry. No. Robin is currently on vacation. He will be back for the anniversary stream, and until then, it's only Blip and me. And also on the anniversary stream, we will be possibly able to bring our new team member on the stream. It's Final Boss. He joined us as a community manager and is now part of us. One of us.
One of us.
So,
But he is currently like I was during this time last year, in that he is disembodied and far away on an island country somewhere else in the world, except in this case, he's in Britain. And so we're trying to get him here to Prague, but just like it is difficult in getting an American to Prague, it is just as difficult as getting a British person to Prague nowadays. So we're working on it.
it's so funny. I discovered earlier, and because I realized, it's green, so you can see through. So, regarding this update, we will talk about that in detail later, and we will show some gameplay of everything, like of the Kansas, of the Paolo Emilio, of the ZF6, of the historical camouflages that we introduced, the Legendary Anniversary Project. I think we're gonna play 1 or 2 ranked battles as well.
Sure.
And it's just a lot of stuff to cover. And it's, just to ask into the round, how are you guys doing? I see a lot of people on YouTube. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see Spartan, and I think I already saw Tactic Angel as well. Welcome, you guys. Some of our very, very good CCs. Cerberus is here as well. Hello, my dude. And so for now, we're just killing the time until...
So I guess we could go over the patch notes during this time. I think we got time to do that.
Yeah.
So for the anniversary update in 2021, we have finally brought the second United States battleship line fully into the game. You can research up to the Kansas even, and of course get the beautiful North Carolina. As well as we've made some changes, some interesting changes to aircraft carriers. The most notable thing is that now you can, with the Tier 7 aircraft carriers, they have 8 or 9 plane squadrons when they're fully upgraded. I'm sure many of you have noticed this. The thing to note with this is that the squadron overall HP size is the same as was before. So each individual plane now has less HP. So in a way, this change does increase the potential of aircraft carrier strike squadrons. It also makes them a little bit more difficult to use. And so this is why it's not directly speaking a buff or a nerf. In some hands, it'll be a buff. In some hands, it'll be a nerf. We've also changed it to where Shokaku only attacks with 2 planes at a time now. And this is because in basically all demographics and in all instances, Shokaku is outperforming Lexington. And so even though on paper it looks like Lexington is the superior aircraft carrier, something magical happens with Shokaku and people play better with her. And that's the way things happen. And so there are also a bunch of different balance changes. Destroyer commanders have received a new skill, all of them, which is called Perception, which in a way works like Twist and Track, in that you get a location of the nearest enemy ship, but you also, instead of getting turret traverse, you get torpedo detection, as well as what's the other part of that skill? Let me look at it.
Of which one?
Perception.
Perceptive, you mean?
Perceptive, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the incoming damage to your destroyer is
Yeah.
reduced. Let's see, what else do we have, Chris?
So we also, and I know that this guy had made a lot of you upset, but removed the barely out of peril skill, which reduced the ram damage taken, and it also increased the ram damage done. Though skill was on the purely on the default commanders of the Japanese, American, and the German commander. And I talked with Filigula today about this, and we understand that this skill was rarely used. I personally not a fan of this skill for offensive purpose, but for defense purpose, I am. I'm don't think it's good to promote ramming gameplay. That's my opinion. But we will talk about this since it was completely removed and there is no other optional skill to take. So while I cannot say anything at this point, it was just like, it was removed, and we will talk about this internally. So besides that, we introduced the epicenter mode, but only for tier 4 for now on Big Race, and a lot of like small changes. We adjusted the UI in the port menu regarding the filter. Also, we added the clear sky medal. Spotting ribbons are now available for all ships, not only carriers, which we more or less promised already before that we will add it for all classes once we get to that point. Ranked battle now has arms race. This season is tier 6. Next one is tier 7, and then we will have tier 4, 5, and 6. It will be the longer one in the end.
It's 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, 5, 6, and 7. But this one is tier 6 right now.
Yeah, so we have tier 6, then we have tier 7, and then 5, 6, and 7.
Yes.
You had said 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, no, it's 5, 6, and 7. Sorry, of course.
Of course, last but certainly not least, we have brought 2 premium tier 7 destroyers, long
Yes.
awaited. We have the campaign for the ZF6 or the ZF6, which
No, continue.
and we also have plenty of new things coming along in the form of Paolo Emilio, which also came with 2 new Italian destroyer commanders. So Leon captains, those brave few of you out there, rejoice. You now have commanders for your Leon, as well as for the Paolo Emilio, which is available for 750,000 global experience.
Yes.
So anybody can work their way there and get this little rocket ship of a destroyer.
But I think slowly but surely that our guests are getting ready to join us. We are just waiting for them to basically activate the camera and unmute themselves. And then we can also already start jumping in and say hi to our development director, Kirill. Hello.
Hey guys, nice to be here with you.
Thank you. I mean, now it's been a while since you have been here. The last time where you answered a lot of questions. I bet a lot of players here are already throwing some new questions into the chat. But again, we already collected them. Kirill had already a chance to look at them, and like he knows what expects him. But again, we wanted him to be on stream to answer them directly. So. Is there anything before we start that you want to say?
As I started the last time, I will start with the same words today. So I do appreciate all the community feedback we're getting. And I really want to thank everybody who plays our game, who cares about the game, and who gives us more and more feedback to make the game better. Well, thank you guys for playing World of Warships Legends.
Thank you. So I would just say we start right with the first questions, and we thought about this earlier. Let's just start with some questions that we received a lot that were already in the last Q&A section from last year. One of the most frequent one was if there will be ever the ability to choose your own ports, like especially, for example, adding separate DLCs that are downloadable that players can access on their own.
In this case, I would say never. However, we don't have it on the backlog planned. So I think next year, 2022, we'll pay some attention to this request for sure, but no strict date commitments yet.
Nice.
So, and coming off the back of that, one of the common requests we've seen over time, and it always sounds like a great idea in theory, but it's a never-ending question of once you get into a gameplay aspect of things is, are there any plans to implement any sort of dynamic thunderstorms or environmental effects that will move your ship around, or even just visual versions?
For visual versions, we'll try kind of local weather during the events. It will be at the Halloween or the next 1st April, and then we'll see how it goes, whether we need to port that to the game or not. As to the non-visual effects, but something that affects your gameplay, no. It will make a game really hard. So just imagine you're turned around, or there's a big wave, and you have a third dimension in the game, and what happens to aiming, to torpedoes, and stuff like that. So no, that's not our way.
Don't you want your torpedoes getting washed against rocks? Come on, it's a great idea.
It sounds like fun, but I don't think implementation will make you happy, guys.
Yeah, I don't think it would be fun for destroyers.
No.
So, regarding operations, scenarios, historical battles, we got that question in 2020, and you answered back in the days that there are no solid plans for now and will be reconsidered in 2021. What's the current plan on this whole, operations, AI battles?
I'm afraid the position is still the same. It's really hard to make a good and replayable operation. So we'd better put our efforts into the current gameplay modes and new gameplay modes against other players in this or that way, but not for the operations at the moment.
That makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then last but not least, in terms of an important returning question, we have: will we ever see additional player statistics that describes performance in specific ships, or in solo versus in a division, or even just an in-game skill score that you can compare with your friends?
Yeah, sure. Again, no strict deadlines here, but we started a stream of work to make players' life easier in the port, and extend the statistics is one of the features we would like to implement.
Sweet.
So to all the people that pay attention to their stats a lot, we got you.
Exactly.
So before we jump into gameplay questions, we have general technical non-gameplay related questions. One of the most important ones in this is what's the current progress on cross-platform divisions, including also the clan feature? Like, that's mostly, these questions go hand in hand. So how are we looking with this?
To be honest, we're behind the initial schedule we planned for ourselves. The reason for that is we started maybe 8 to 9 months ago, starting development of the crossplay divisions, and then team had to shift to the new platform generations, to the Xbox Series X and PS5 support, which requires more or less the same skills of the development team, and that was prioritized to launch platforms and to provide them with post-launch support and so on and so on. So, but currently, both clans features and crossplay divisions, crossplay friends are in progress. Cannot promise you any dates yet, so development is ongoing. So hopefully, we'll be able to update you soon. But just give us some time to have a stable and at least working solutions for both. Speaking
Okay,
about
but
plans, yeah, go ahead.
sorry, no, please, I didn't want to interrupt.
Speaking about clans, just wanna tell that clans feature will be delivered in two big parts. So first of all will be clans and clans management that will allow players to get into the clan and to start getting some economical bonuses from the clan and so on and so on. And the second iteration will bring clan battles. The reason for this separation is very simple. First stage will probably start people gathering into clans, because if you don't have enough players in the clan, what's the reason for clan battles? Matchmaking will suffer. So we'll be having a lag between those two deliverables.
Okay, so basically to summarize this, crossplay is in the works, but no clear date yet. Regarding clans, social feature will be the first one, like to invite people into clan, to have a clan management, and the battle feature will then follow after the social feature is successfully implemented, but not earlier than 2022.
Not earlier than 2022.
Okay,
All right.
but that's good. That's good to know, at least for the people who really, really, really want the clan feature.
Yeah, I know I've joined a few of the clan discords out there, and
Yeah.
I know that they're eagerly awaiting. So
Yeah.
But also for some of our PS5 players out there, some of them bought their PlayStation 5 for the improved performance on 4K televisions, and they were also wondering if there's going to be any further improvements to that.
Of course, there will be. The reason why all the performance improvements are not there yet is render team and tech team are working on the RTX support, ray tracing, and that's a big chunk of work. When it's done, the next big thing will be performance for 4K for PS5 and Xbox.
So PlayStation 5 gets ray tracing.
It will at some point.
Nice. And for the last technical, non-game related question, a lot of people are always pointing out the sound, specifically gun sounds, especially with the implementation of Georgia having the second biggest gun caliber in the game, sounding like a cruiser. Are we planning on changing that in the near future?
We're not just planning, we're developing. And so, to be honest, there were a couple of sessions of super test for the new sound system and new sound, rework sounds, and we collected a lot of feedback. So currently, I'd say we're close to the finish to get all the feedback sorted out and fixed. There will be probably one more super test session to finalize. And that's one of the features that is huge and that should be taken very carefully, in our opinion. Yes, we understand that sounds can be inconsistent at the moment, but in this particular case, we'd rather be very cautious and very slow and make sure we do not ruin all the sound picture, let's say, but deliver the good quality with the rework sounds. So it will be this year. Won't say a month, but it will be this year for sure.
It basically means that every gun caliber will have its own more or less distinctive sound. Nice.
Yeah, and so big calibers won't sound like the small ones. Like battleships will sound like battleship.
Nice.
Good. So, so now we will be able to move on to more of the gameplay nitty-gritty questions that have to deal with everyday World of Warships and sinking other ships, as well as flying around an aircraft. So the first question we've got here is that how does a ship line come to being? So why do we decide certain ship lines first, and how do we even develop that from the ground up? Like, can you give us an insight on the thought process from start of development of a ship line to the final implementation?
Okay. First of all, I need to mention we share the content with the PC game, and that is why we start with looking what ship lines, content is available for us to re-export, to polish, and to get into the legends. Secondly, we just look at the year, the roadmap, and events like US Independence Day will cause us to address like US ships. It was this year there were alternative battleships, and last year there were alternative cruisers, and that gives us like some milestones when we want what and why they put there or not. Specifically talking about this year, we slowed down the content delivery a bit for two main reasons. First of all, last year was very quick in terms of new lines, new nations, and so on. And the second reason for that was carriers that took some attention both for the team and for the player. And that is why we just slowed down the ship lines and ship nations for the first half. Starting from September, we will continue new alternative lines and full lines and whatsoever. And the basic rule here, I'd say, we don't want to, for example, deliver destroyers after destroyers after destroyers and make battleship players not happy. So we try to balance and to put lines, destroyers, cruisers, battleships in some kind of a sequence. The other things that are minor but still affect us can be the technical limitations. For example, we have PC and we have some, I don't know, underwater torpedoes that were not implemented in Legends yet. So before taking them into consideration, we need to implement the mechanic and so on. For the new nations, it's really harder to bring a new line because we need the commanders to be in place first. And like for US guys, for UK, it's easier because we have a roster and we can just put anything we want. For the new nations, it will require first getting the commander in place, setting it up, and then just delivering the nation or class or whatsoever. So a lot of reasons and so on. Given the example, first of all, for this year, German carriers came first, not the first, but after the UK and Japanese, because the content was ready. Because the ships were ready and the planes were ready, and that is why we decided to put German carriers first and then proceed with the other nations. That's simple.
I mean, but we announced already on the Belfast opening event that the
Yep.
UK carriers are confirmed, so
they're confirmed.
British.
And again, I think there was a question of the classes, but let me cover a bit here. So for the carriers, there are two pieces of content: ships themselves and the planes. So for the British carriers, we have ships in place, but we don't have planes ready yet. So when we have planes, we will put them to the production. And since before that, we can just play around the super test and the internal test and try to balance them, but not production ready yet.
Okay, so British player rejoice. There is something coming, but you still have to be patient. But coming to the question, since you said that most of the content is from PC and then translated to console, what influences the changes on some ships, like from when they are translated from PC to console?
Mostly like two things: legend specifics, because we have closer battle distance. We have 9 versus 9, and that requires us to change the balance a bit. The second reason is game designers' vision, because they are responsible for the gameplay and how this or that ship can be played. And some, again, technology limitations, for example, and we, again, will cover it in one of the questions for this stream. We don't have a good solution for the secondaries. And that's why, for example, there is no big point to build a ship around the secondaries. So this is just an example, but yeah, it affects as well.
Okay.
Sounds good. So Speaking of secondaries, what are your current thoughts on the efficiency of battleship secondary armaments? And could we see some form of manual target designation or manual secondaries in the future?
Currently, secondaries are not great. They're not awful, but not great as well. So yeah, of course, the manual secondaries is the best solution, but we're still looking for the way to implement it. I wish gameplay controller, PlayStation controller, Xbox controller has more buttons, and we could just implement something that is easy to understand, easy to learn, and easy to use. But so far, so presets are pretty tight. Just looking for the good solution to match all the types of players: new players, mid-core players, and hardcore players.
Makes sense.
So, and now to the counterpart of secondaries regarding their anti-air defense. One of the big problems for destroyers that we have is that the tracers give away their position because they cannot be disabled. Not only in the smoke, but also since the anti-air range is usually longer than the anti-air concealment. Is there any way to or idea to disable those in the battle so player can choose to disable the anti-air or not?
There is a request, and we do remember about the request, so it's not put somewhere too far away. As to the smoke, I personally don't think it's a huge problem because, like, imagine you're shooting from the smoke, so being on a Belfast, on a cruiser, whatever, and skilled player can just shoot you back and get a couple of citadels from you. So the same goes for the skilled aircraft carriers. As to the second part, yeah, you're absolutely right. So this issue have to be addressed, not to just waiting for a long time. But yeah, it's somewhere. It will come somewhere.
Okay, I think we will just wait for any updates on that and then get back to the community on this topic because it's not something that can just be changed with a snap. Unfortunately, that would be too easy. But if we have some more information on that, we will of course inform the community on that.
Yep. So, and now for the juicy Italian question. So why didn't the Italian cruisers come with semi-armor piercing ammunition, that which they are known for? Will SAP ever arrive in Legends? For example, if the Italian battleships are ever implemented, or something else?
Okay, let's start with a bit historical retrospective here. When we introduced Italian Cruise Line, the game was pretty new, and introducing new mechanics of SAP didn't seem like a good idea at that time. So that's why we just balanced them around the HE and AP like normal cruisers. And so, to be honest, looking at the statistics, they look fine. All the Italian cruiser line looks fine, except for Tier 4 Montecuccoli. It has to be buffed and buffed severely. But anyways, that's another question. As to the SAP, I will spoil a bit. Yeah, we're thinking how to bring those. Not for the battleships, because like SAP will probably require us to have a bigger cooldown numbers. And bigger cooldown numbers, nobody likes them because it ruins the fun and gameplay. What we think, and that's a huge spoiler, and again, no strict date commitments. We probably will test SAP for Italian premium ships, rebalance those ships just around SAP shelves because they will definitely need some tweaks. And if it goes okay, then we'll see how it goes to whether we want to or don't want to bring them to the whole Italian cruiser line. But we will start with the premiums changes, and then we'll see how it goes.
Just to clarify, with the longer cooldown, you mean the reload, the main battery
reload? Yeah,
main
battery reload, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Just because some people don't understand the term cooldown in this context. But yeah, it makes sense for especially that we test them first and then introduce them to all other ships. That is a good way of doing it, and I hope it all works out. And
Just one question from the bottom of the chat, Paolo, with SAP. Maybe no, but let Paolo just have enough battles to make decisions about her.
yeah, I mean, Paolo, maybe at some point when we introduce it to the cruisers.
Yeah, maybe not. But Paolo is just 1 week on the production server, so not enough statistics.
Yeah, that is true. Is there any plans for further HUD customization or UI controls? Like a lot of people also always point out that they would like customized button mapping on their controllers, or for example, especially when it comes to the in-game UI with like numeric numbers on the health bars. Is there any plans on that?
There are. So again, we hear the request and we have features in the backlog, but not planned for any foreseen future for them.
Okay. And I guess in connection with that, we've got a couple sub questions here. And so is there any sort of plan for like customizing like mini maps or anything in the UI in game?
Again, all carousel, ship list, fill, and so all the elements they're sitting in the backlog, but not assigned to any planned version yet.
Makes sense.
Okay. Now to a question that is mostly asked by our hardcore core audience regarding ship statistics. So a lot of people are always asking if it's possible for us to display the HE penetration of certain shells in the game, the dispersion of guns, or the sigma. Is there anything that we can do on that?
Again, unfortunately, and I'm afraid I will disappoint some of you guys. We don't have it planned for the specific version. It is, again, sitting in the backlog, and we hear the request. Still need some time to do that. Not planned yet.
Before we continue, just to give the viewers a quick explanation when you say backlog, because it appears often. Would you quickly explain what it is and how you pick from that?
Yeah, backlog is the really huge list of features, requests, ideas, improvements, just anything that can be implemented to the game. Just not to forget, we get the ideas and the improvements. We put literally anything in the backlog. Every idea that sounds okay, not like too stupid, pardon for this word, is put to the backlog and sits there. And then time to time, we have a cadence to groom the backlog. That means to look into and to shuffle the features depending on the rate of requests, depending on the similar-ish features that are being planned, and like link, unlink, and to prioritize this or that feature. So that means when we see that we want to implement, something, we assign it to this dedicated version and say, okay, that's our target version for this feature implementation, and that kick it off and go to production, testing, delivery, whatsoever.
Thank you for that explanation. I think that helps a lot of, or gives a lot of our viewers an insight how we decide or how we can choose some not so high prioritized features to be implemented into the game. All right.
So with the next question is one of our big kind of changes to currency this year. We added the Forge, which is the place in the shop where you can buy things for steel badges, which you can earn by playing different game modes. Do you think that we'll ever see any less expensive items or ships added to the Forge?
Yes, we will. Speaking about Forge and steel, so it definitely needs some more love from our side. The initial intention was to give more long-term motivation for the players. However, just during the time, we see that still income is not big enough. So, and we don't see anyone on Missouri yet. So, yeah, we'll see how to change. Probably not the still income, but the goods in Forge.
All right. That's nice. Regarding commanders, and commanders being one of our big things in the game, a lot of players already have, for example, rank 15 legendary 3 commanders and want to try out new lines. But for those, you have to have a new commander. So the question is, will there be some way to implement a feature where people can reallocate the commander resources from one to another commander, maybe even for some small price in terms of commander XP or doubloons?
That's a great request. And again, we heard it a couple of times, and again, it's sitting in the backlog without any strict plans for the implementation yet.
Okay, but at least it's on the list. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So, similar to our ship line design question earlier, how long, on average, I guess, does it take for a campaign ship to be approved in design and become an actual campaign ship?
Usually we plan like 6 months ahead. What ships do we want to see in the game? And so like tier 7 ships are usually going to the campaign ships, and legendary ships are going to bureau. Or again, there were some questions whether we want to change or not. Okay, let's get to it. But anyways, so it takes us usually about 6 months from the initial list of the premium ships we want to see in the game to the ships appearing in the game client, and starting from that point, we can either allocate them to the campaign or put them to the super test or to the store, and so on and so on.
Sounds good.
Oh wow! So 6 months. But it's the general like time span for every premium ship, or is it only like for like specific campaign ships that have more features?
That is just a comfortable cadence of planning for us. So we just log the ships by tiers, by names, by nations, and then 6 months is a comfortable period for the team to have them re-exported, tuned in terms of visual, game design, and even super test for the initial balance to be checked.
Okay, and then connecting to that specific premium ship question, another ship line question or ship question: which one was the most difficult line or class or ship itself that we developed, or like the most difficult to develop?
At this very moment, I'd say carriers were, because, to be honest, team started working on the carriers last July. And so you can estimate the timings before the first airstrike event and then to the carrier's launch and release. So why it was that big of an effort? First of all, we needed to get the content done, and while ships were ready, the planes were not. So we specifically reworked planes to provide them with more detalization. For example, the cockpit of the pilot became transparent, and more details and more polygons to the 3D models were implemented. So all this bunch of stuff. The second big thing was to re-implement the mechanics from PC. We did not support the mechanics during the previous time. I mean, carrier's mechanics, because we didn't have the class in the game. And why test it, why support it, why polish it? So we had to just rework mostly from the scratch. And it's not just a port, but it's specific of the console implementation. Just won't go deeper into the details. The third part was UI and all the stuff about the controls. You need to make them play okay. We need to get UI in place to make it understandable, to customize it for the console HUD implementation and look and feel. And the most important part was game balance. So what we didn't want is to break the game with the new class. So to be honest, in my opinion, we didn't. And the carriers just joined all the other classes more or less okay. So yeah, the efforts was enormous, and the team and developers on the last weeks of the development and implementation of QA will just look like zombies, but still they managed to get carriers into the game.
Yeah, it seems like a monumental effort because, in a way, adding airplanes on top, you have to develop 2 entire lines at the same time just to get planes and ships together.
Yeah.
So, and I guess branching off of that, we're going to get into a little bit, hopefully, faster questions. And connected to the last one, we have: are you happy and satisfied with the overall state of aircraft carriers?
Pretty much, yes. So again, the big thing that carriers didn't break the game balance. That's a good one. But we do realize there are some issues like carriers concealment, like balance, that still need to be addressed. So working on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I guess we have a couple of more CV or carrier related questions. One of those, as well as one big returning question about rocket planes. I mean, I know that we just introduced the AP bombers, but a lot of players are asking about rocket planes because they know this from the PC game as well. What are our plans on that mechanic?
Our planes are just take it safe. So we just, you're absolutely right. We just introduced AP bombs, and then we'll bring UK carriers. And when we bring those, we will sit and see how they are played and whether we need to just make another ammo time for the carriers, like rocket planes, or we can wait for it. Just keep patient, guys. When we start implementation, we'll definitely tell you, but not for now.
So no due date yet, but there is. It's not yet a big no. So
it's not yet
it
a
is
big
possible.
no. There are actually no big no's in the game. I can literally name few, but I won't. But we'll get there.
Okay. So, and the final, at least in this batch, carrier question is related more towards anti-carriers. So, are there any plans for any sort of anti-aircraft gun animations on little ships? Because I believe PC got a kind of an update to that to make them look a little bit more visually interesting.
Not now. Again, that's more of the technology issue. I mean, CPU consumption on the past generation of the consoles. For the new generation, it can happen, but not the top priority for them.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. And now, going away from the carrier-related questions, some before we start with the other questions, I have one that I need to throw in, and I hope that the people who are asking those are paying attention, because we're only gonna ask it once. It is a little bit off script, but training rooms. What about training rooms? Is there any possibility of getting those?
There will be possibility to getting those closer to the clan battles, because that is a feature that is required prior to the clan battles. So somewhere there, I guess we'll give you guys the training battle as well.
Okay. There you got your answer. So nice. All right. We can go home now. No, it's fine. It's fine. But it's nice to know that it's all that the planning is that they are combined with the clan feature, especially for tournaments. As someone who used to play a lot of tournaments, so nice. Thank you.
All right. I guess I'll take the next one since you kind of stole it a little bit there. So is there any plans for or thoughts on skill-based matchmaking? Like, what is your opinion on skill-based matchmaking?
Skill-based matchmaking is really great when you talk about it. not that great when you start thinking of the implementation. First of all, when I have skill-based matchmaking in every PvP mode, you should realize that you play a lot. If you play a lot, your win rate will be 50% or close to it. So I don't think that our play community wants to have 50% of the win rate. That's not what they're looking for. The other thing here is when you go to the downtime, the low matchmaking popularity, using the skill-based matchmaking may keep you in the queue forever, literally, especially for the high tiers or unpopular tiers or so on and so on. So it really looks like a great idea on the paper, but implementation is not really what we're looking for. I would say that probably ranked battles 1 versus 1 can be the target matchmaking for skill-based, but not quite sure we will do that.
Yeah, I mean, I always have one thought when they talk about skill-based matchmaking. I mean, yeah, they are some core and hardcore player, or the top 1%, as some of them call themselves. They have like 65 and plus% win rate. In the end, it would mean that they would have to wait 15 to 30 minutes for a match to actually be able to have a full lobby, and then they would always play against each other. I mean, look at other games like, for example, League of Legends, the highest, the Challenger League. They always play against each other, but it's at some point it's not fun to wait 30 to 45 minutes in the queue. But yeah. Coming back to the questions specifically about the burrow now, since we introduced also the legendary burrow, the anniversary project. So we have a couple of other ones. How is your opinion about the current way the burrow works, and will there be another way for players to obtain legendary ships?
For the second question, yes, it will be, and I don't know which will be the way exactly. But we realized our bureau as the mechanic works fine. One of the big benefits of the bureau that players are returning into the game, those who are interested of progress to proceed. And if you don't go back to the game, it will stop and your research will be postponed. So in these terms, mechanic works as intended, and it really provides people with the non-grinding, and not monetized way to obtain the legendary ships, which is good. On the other hand, we do realize that the mechanic without updates will get boring. I don't know when it will happen, but some people will get bored with that mechanic. So we will try to make it as easy in management as possible. So we introduced port widget for the exact reason to make bureau management not so painful when you just switch the tabs and go like 8 clicks there and 10 clicks back. But still, we will pay some attention next calendar year how the mechanic can be improved and which other ways we can provide players to get the legendary ships.
Makes sense. So, and in connection with legendary ships, do we plan on changing any way that players are able to unlock legendary ships, so they don't always have to go through the bureau, for example?
For now, it's only bureau. For the other mechanics, next year, actually, end of this year, we'll sit and think how can we improve it. And when we have good ideas, we will definitely tell you guys.
Okay.
Sorry, I just saw one message. Phil wrote me something regarding the name, but I think the overlay should be fine. There is no flashy things going on. Yeah, is there maybe anything regarding that question about the legendary ships that you can tell us that might be interesting to our players? Like
Uh,
any insider information from you?
let's keep a bit of a secret here. So we'll have
Okay.
a bit, at least a couple of legendary ships by the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And one of them I spoiled last stream,
Last year.
and
Yeah.
the other one, okay, no secrets. And the other one you might see in the battles during the end of June, beginning of July.
Oh.
So
So
won't tell any names, but
okay. Okay. All right. Good. Good. And I mean, and now also looking at some one technical question. We already had a lot of like overhauls regarding graphics in the past, but are we gonna plan to go a little bit more into detail for audio and graphic improvements, similar to what PC is doing or PC done a few months ago?
will probably surprise you guys, but we're doing graphical updates literally every second version. So we reworked the effects, fire effects, shooting effects, water splashes, and so on and so on. We improved the screen space shadows. We introduced the underwater acoustics. We just water foam and water variations were just introduced. This version, I believe, that is to follow the wind direction close to the shores and to make waves a bit more physical. We improved screen space reflections. We improved dynamic shadows to eliminate the flickering shadows on the ships. So a lot of work is being done and it's been delivered during this year. But we don't pack it into the big updates, so it's just easier for us to bring feature after feature after feature. Moving forward, I've mentioned RTX already. Team is also working on the more physical waves, how they should look in the real sea, and we're trying some techniques like fidelity from AMD to make like image sharper and more beautiful. So works is being done and features
Mhm.
are being delivered. We can tell you more every update when we bring them to the production. The thing here is when you go to the game day by day, you may miss something. But if you look on the state of the game half of the year, a year ago, comparing to now, you will definitely see the difference.
Mhm. And so, and I guess slightly related in a way, but also more gameplay. Is there any plans to tweak map designs or add even more maps?
More maps, sure. More maps is always good. For the map design, I'm not sure what you mean. So we still, and we do work on the spawn points that are not too good in some of the maps. As to the whole redesign, I'm not sure we will do that. Again, we sharing content with the PC guys and PC project. So we will just bring more maps, adopt more maps to match our visual quality and bring them to the legend.
Okay.
We introduced a feature around 3 updates ago, I think. It was the paint feature where we were able to create camouflages with paint and melt them down. We got a couple of players who accidentally created permanent camouflages on certain ships, and not 1 or 2, but 4. And will there be some way to melt those accidentally created camouflages back down to paint, maybe for the same amount of paint or a little bit less?
Oh, it sounds like a good idea to put to the backlog and implement in the not that far future, let's say.
Okay, but at least it is in the list. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and another question that we've seen off and on again throughout history is the commander preset concept. So it'd be the ability to save a skill and inspiration loadout for a specific ship for commanders. Is that a feature that we are considering, or is there any sort of plan for that?
This is definitely a feature we are considering again with no strict dates and no strict versions. Yeah, the downside of this, there will be an extra level of the gameplay, not the ships, but the commanders. But I think we'll deal with that, and we'll just find a way to implement it in the way that people who want to play this preset game, they will have this opportunity, and those who just want to set up a commander and go to battle will have it in a more simple way. But
Okay.
yeah, getting back to the question, feature is in the backlog, and we do know that request exists.
Nice. That's good to hear. And now a question that was commonly asked, especially by our kit players, because the USS kit used to run with the Jolly Roger flag, right?
Yep.
Like they had it on the ship.
Still do.
It still does.
The modern one does.
Yeah, the modern ones. Is there any way for us to get a Jolly Roger flag?
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yes.
It will come. Yeah.
Yes. All right. All right. Then I guess we go to the last few questions. One question we always get from time to time. I'm just gonna take that one regarding roadmap or development block. Is there some way for us to have a development block like PC does? Why don't we? Or why is what is the reason we would do it? And what about a public roadmap?
For public roadmap, I'm afraid we're not ready as a team to publish the roadmap to the open public, to the player community. As to the dev blog, it's actually Chris and Phil up to you whether we need this tool in place. If we do need this, and if we want to have it, let's do it, and we'll see what is the best format to have this blog in place. So it's up to you guys.
No. Oh no! What have you
Fine.
done?
It's finally you to make this decision.
There you go.
Oh no! Okay.
And then, so from I'm about 98% sure Robin snuck this in here because I don't remember this question.
Yeah,
but,
me neither.
But I'll ask it for him. So from the dear French community, Republique, Bourgogne, or Henri IV for legendary?
Republic for sure, Henri for sure. As to Bourgogne, not really sure. It just will fit the game balance. But yeah.
Okay.
So I just got the question in the chat from a couple of people. So can we get the dev block? No. No, it's like we will think about it. We will think about it.
Yep.
I think the original reason why PC started the development block was because of data miners. Luckily, we don't have those. So, haha, joke's on you. Okay, so let's go to a few meme question and or more or less like Des Moines when.
Not this year.
Because people saw it already in the April Fool's event, and now people are asking Des Moines when. But okay, not this year.
Not this year.
Okay. And then in the last stream, there was something about a water nerf. Is there any progress on the water nerf?
Water nerf. No progress. We're still looking for the great game designer who knows water balance well. Unfortunately, can't find this guy yet.
And one question that splits the community: what's your opinion on pineapple on pizza?
Not great. Not awful.
Not great. Not terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not a decisive answer. But if you would get a pineapple pizza, would you eat it?
I would.
Oh, God damn it. We lost him, boys. We lost him. And I think one last question, I leave that up to you.
All right. So the final meme question is, during the PC's longest night of museum streams, there was an ongoing joke about toasters, specifically the Royal Navy toasters, but any toasters. And recently on the PC dev blog, for some of our players have been paying attention to this meme, have noticed that they're getting a flag for it, and have asked us to relay the question. So will we ever get a toaster flag?
I would address it again to you guys. So Phil is one of the community managers that comes and requests for the new flags to appear. So if Phil really wants us to spend our efforts on toaster flag, who we are to deny it?
To be honest, I'm against such technology as toasters. I would rather go for a potato flag.
Potato flag is good as well.
I would wear that
I
immediately.
I would fly a potato.
I
flag,
would
so
fly a potato flag, like without
Okay.
without even hesitating.
I've
So,
been
yeah.
dubbed the American potato.
It's decided
So
potato flag then.
All right, nice. Maybe we can put that. We stick it to some ships that and they cannot remove it. Some players, specifically our super. Sorry, what? Well, you are a potato now. So yeah, that was mostly it with all the questions that we had that we wrote down. If we missed some of your questions, I mean, we always try to keep it like generalized. And we of course avoided like questions that are upcoming ship lines or premium ships because these are questions that we just can't answer. Yeah, if you still have anything, please leave the questions on Reddit or Discord or Facebook and send them to us so we can make sure to give you the information.
Next August.
Yeah, or maybe a little bit earlier.
depending on.
So, Kirill, if you have anything else that you want to spoil or hint, or if you have some kind of small gem for the community that they can be excited in the near future.
Some wisdom, maybe.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yes.
No wisdom from you. So, yeah, I would probably say the same words I started with for those who joined. So, guys, I really appreciate you play our game. I really appreciate you care and give us all the feedback you want. And like, please be sure we read your feedback. And guys, I mean, Chris, Phil, and community managers are working to collect those and to make sure dev team and me personally gets all your feedback in this or that way. And guys, just ringing the bells when issues are coming up. Huge issues are coming up. Small issues are coming up. So this is something that we do not miss. And just want to say thank you to you guys as community managers because it's really hard, a really hard job, and it takes some nerves. It takes some just requires some patience and some good sense of humor. So yeah, thank you for
Just a
being
bit.
with us and for being between us and the community. So thank you.
I just want to say thank you to you that you take the time to actually come on stream and answer those questions and just to show us that you actually care about the game and that you are someone who is connecting with us. So I always I think that a lot of people don't really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for taking the time and
giving
Anytime.
us
yeah.
and giving us a good look behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So
I mean, some of those questions we can't even answer, so I'm just always happy that we can give a batch of questions to Kirill and makes it in one go. And now we have enough answers for the next half year. So thank you. And yeah, if that's all, I would also already say that we will continue with our program now, and you are relieved.
so
Of your duties.
Okay, I will start my weekend. So
yeah.
again, thank you guys, and thank you guys who play World of Warships Legends. And I hope you will get back to the game and enjoy it just every minute you played.
And
I
turn
see
the
you.
tide.
Yeah, and turn the tide. Exactly.
Thanks.
Okay, see you all. Cheers.
See you.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
one.
coming.
Cheers.
Bye.
I will just quickly, I'm sorry, guys. I will just have to quickly take this and add the sound. I'm sorry.
it's always good. We had Kirill come by and answer a bunch of questions to us this
Yep.
late on a Friday, and so now he's going to be able to go home.
I mean,
Take it
Phil is
easy.
still here. Can you
Still
say
here?
hi, Phil? Yeah,
Hello.
you're still here.
How's everyone doing? How
Well,
are ya?
we are doing fine. I'm just happy that everything went well. I mean, that we got our answers that we were looking for. I hope the community is happy. Again, if you guys want to ask us anything in the future or anything else, please just make sure that you send us the question somewhere where we can read it, like specifically Discord. And Phil,
Yes,
how are you? How are you doing? I mean, you haven't been here on the stream for a while. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
it's been a long summer. I have no beard anymore. I play less
I would.
battleships now, and I think I lost 20 pounds since the winter. If anyone cares.
Damn. If I could make it work, that we could see you on stream.
I mean, I can turn on my camera, but you know that this is a face for the radio and a voice for print.
Okay, hold on. Can I just want to. Okay,
Oh.
hold on a second.
Oh,
Hold on a second. I need to. Give me a second. Because I don't have.
I believe the last time we had Phil on stream was for the Christmas live stream. So, and it was just me on camera with Dasha and Phil in the background.
That was amidst the COVID craze, which actually never ended, but it's a bit more civil
True.
now.
True. I really don't like the fact that there are like keyboards here. Okay, chat. You take care of chat, Phil. I'm gonna. I was not prepared for this, but I will make it work easily.
Indeed.
So you can
Alright.
actually see Phil.
Let's look at the chat. Radio Gaga. Okay.
Radio Gugu.
Something is trash. All right.
And
Phil will fulfill our needs of a face reveal. That's a good rhyme. It's a 4 out of 5 rhyme.
apparently you are an Easter egg at this point.
I guess I am. Yes. I prefer to think of myself as an Easter bunny. More in the Constitution sense. Potato flag. Yeah, potato flag is now confirmed. Metaguric absolutely does not approve of no beard. Sorry, man. Let's see. Someone just unlocked Khabarovsk. Bed 2221. Congrats. Belfast, please. Considering we sold Belfast for St. Patrick's Day, we'll probably find another occasion to do so. Someone is doing great. That's good. Christian Siegfried.
So I saw one quick question that about well, he's asking about Lyon, but it's what he means is I believe is the Normandy. It says in the description it says that 5 entered service, but only in actuality 1 did, and was converted to an aircraft carrier. And so there were 5 of them laid down, and all 5 of them were launched from dry dock. So in a sense, their hulls were in service, and also parts from all 5 of the ships went into service. And then one of them was put into full service as an aircraft carrier. So it's a difference of wording, I would say. But back to Phil.
Yeah, I just quickly.
Too much spotlight pressure, honestly.
Yeah. So the
Howdy from Texas. Howdy, Texas.
So
Joshua Smith. Go ahead.
Why does it seem like Iowa has worse dispersion than in the past? It might be a change in your commander build or to the commanders involved. There have been a few changes to commanders over time, but regarding Iowa herself, we haven't changed her accuracy at all since the dawn of time, as far as I'm aware. The only changes that we made was to the armor piercing alpha damage, as well as some of the air health distribution to different parts of the hull.
I think that's me. Well, Iowa herself did not receive any significant changes to her shooting parameters. However, there were a lot of new ships. A lot of people improved their commanders. I don't really think many use any defensive dispersion for their skills, if at all. But people get better camouflages. People just start playing better, and Iowa, she is still a powerhouse, but the factors surrounding her have improved. So that's why she doesn't feel less powerful, perhaps.
Yeah.
And just to throw in the KO argument, no, we never changed anything on the dispersion.
Nope.
We don't shadow nerf. By
Yeah,
the way, you're visible now.
Yeah, I see myself.
Yeah,
Yep.
like one of the things that I don't understand about the whole shadow nerf argument or the concept of it is, what benefit does it bring to us?
Yes, we just create unrest in the community if it comes out. It would just like if we would shoot ourselves in our own foot.
So
I've seen some conspiracy theories and people thinking that we play mind games. I don't really think we have the wherewithal to do that, and I would not claim to know human psychology better than the average guy out there. It's just unproductive at this point.
Yep. It's it's because the concept of a shadow nerf would be basically like stealth changing things without anybody knowing them. Whereas if we announce a nerf, we can control the initial net message. We can say how it changed, why it changed, and like in relation to what, and that allows us to at least kind of sculpt the initial impression of things in towards a more positive light. And of course, why would we shadow buff anything? Like, we would want people to know that we buffed something, because that's normally taken as just purely a positive thing. So depending on what is receiving the buff. And so, like, I don't understand the core of the shadow nerf argument. So
just no use, honestly.
You shadow nerfed AL Baltimore? No, that's not true. We just buffed the regular Baltimore, and we did not buff the AL Baltimore.
She'll get it eventually. I think the buff in Baltimore, we deem it reasonable. We don't deem her OP in any way, so she'll get it. But it's probably in 2 versions.
Okay, so that's a cool bit of news. Okay, so shall we move on to
so what do we have to cover? A lot. Shock and awe campaign. Phil, what do you think of the ZF6?
Well, she's agile. She's German. She's
yeah.
I mean, she is German, but she is quite a Swiss knife.
Well, so she's half French.
That is true. That is true, and that makes her close to Swiss. I hope I do not offend anyone at this point. Probably offended everyone. Sorry for that.
Just for the people watching, if we go to the gameplay, there will be no video from Phil because we don't have any.
Please remember this. This handsome, this.
Clip it and ship it.
Powerful, beautiful. Hashtag never forget.
Yeah, he got shadow nerfed, you know.
Maybe shadow buffed.
Yeah, maybe that. But honestly, it's I don't really want to keep you as well of your weekend, your long earned weekend.
Who cares about those, man? Why is it supposed to be long? What is that you're assuming, Christian?
Man, I just hope that you have a nice weekend. You don't need to yell at me, man. Come on. Why do you do me like this?
We don't hit each other anymore.
The Friday.
Not anymore. I miss those times. What?
The Friday banter is always wonderful between these two.
Sorry, guys. It's all the
Sometimes with
anniversary
Lorraine.
juices. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, guys, like some of you know the fact, but Phil was on the Gamescom 2019 in Cologne,
Uh-oh.
and we shared a hotel room.
You didn't have to
was-
whisper.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to put some drama behind that.
Since we're doing some revelations, Chris snores like a middle-aged man, which he is not yet.
Well, it's unfortunately not the first time that I hear this, but it's surely not going to be the last time.
No, pull it.
Indeed.
Yeah. No, but there's some. It was nice that time in Cologne. I miss it.
Damn it. Why are you
Don't
like
just
this, Chris?
don't. Lane, you will maybe at some point experience that as well. You know,
The power
once
of tourism.
Gamescom is, yeah, once Old Spice, yeah, boy, hot and spicy. I don't know, man. It's a good stream. I'm happy.
We just get a lot of serious stuff out of the way, so we release the tension, and
Yes.
so we'll get rid of me, get you some more news, get some gameplay.
Yeah. By the way, Lane, do you want to go into looking for division so I can
That's
so
a good
I can
idea.
add you to my division? Yeah, but anyhow, I mean, a lot of people are also seeing that you are not as active anymore, for example, as you used to be in Discord, but because a lot of people don't really understand like your role change to associate producer, do you want to give some last insight about that, what you now do, so the community has some idea where you are, so they know that you're not completely gone from the community?
I spend much more time actually discussing the upcoming features and the way we're going to implement them. I dabble in our relations with the partners, not always directly, but also looking at who we could partner with, what kind of content could we bring. I don't know, some bright and not so bright ideas. The ideas that Kirill called stupid, those are mostly mine.
Or ours, like
No, I don't know, man. I can only speak for myself. Just doing behind the scenes stuff mostly. Not
Yeah.
not because I'm lazy. I don't want to talk to the community, but because we have you guys, and we recently got some extra manpower in the community management core. In the face of final boss.
Yeah.
13th. I'm so sorry if I'm
12.
12.
Yeah, sorry. I like 30,000. So I don't know if you would allow me a metaphor. If our game is a clock, then I'm just off the face. I'm more in the gears now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you give you guys some insight on, Phil is basically the last bastion between us and the developers. Like, while we of course collect your feedback and channel it in a way that we can forward it, there are sometimes as well heated discussions that we have with Phil. So like he knows. But
I know.
Yeah,
I
he
know.
knows.
I know.
Yeah, he knows.
The water bottle is slightly green, but also slightly transparent. So interesting.
No, but basically, when it comes on serious topics, usually the community team, like including Robin, Lane, now Final Boss, and me, sits down and talk to Phil. Sometimes, or like, it's always nice as well that we get included into some gameplay improvement suggestions. But sometimes there are, of course, features that, I mean, we don't like all the features as well. Like when there are some things that are implemented that are,
How dare you? How dare you?
yeah, and like Phil is usually the person that we talk to, and yeah, you know.
So
Thanks.
I'm the person who has to break the bad news to the development, and then I am the person who has to break the bad news from the development. And basically, I'm just a bearer of bad news, both ways.
And we are literally the ones who have to break the bad
Yeah.
news to Phil, and
It's
then
actually-
we have to break the bad news to you guys. So
It's not that bad.
blame
It's
Phil.
not that bad.
I'm just
But
kidding. Don't.
yeah, you can blame me. That's okay.
No,
You know,
it's
the skill sponge. I have actually came up with some of the names for the skills, and not only was I thinking about SpongeBob, but just breaking the bad news. That's how the skill got that name,
yeah.
but also SpongeBob.
Was there any information on fixing the RP content in the store? I don't know what you mean about this. So to attack, and yes, that's a topic I want to talk about as well, since Phil is still here, because I don't want to say anything wrong. The only difference that we did this time between all other collaborations was that the commanders were not available in the store separately, since those collaborations were handled exactly the same as Transformers, as Warhammer 40k. Not as Azure Lane, because they had a separate commander crate with the specific reroll mechanic. And why we did not put the commanders in the store was just an
So-
error.
Basically, that's the agreement that we came to with the licensor. I understand that not everyone might like it, but also I cannot guarantee it. But maybe it's not the last time we're offering arpeggio content, and if we do in the future, we'll absolutely consider the negative feedback we got this time. In the meantime, just if you don't like such mechanics, the best thing you can do is maybe avoid the content, or dip your toes in, get the minimum of it, see what you get, and then move on from there.
Or just get the
or get the big
packages,
package. Yes,
yeah.
yes. But we just you need to be very very conscious of how you spend your money always, not just in the game, but in life. And that's very unromantic advice. I understand, but, especially in these times.
I just wanted to highlight that it was not from us on purpose that we put this collaboration in place without having the commanders not available separately. That's all I wanted to say.
I would say it's nobody's fault in particular.
Yeah, exactly.
So, a comedy of errors.
All right.
I could say that.
I had one person in the chat that says he didn't get a single question answered in the Q&A. Shoot them now.
Well, I mean,
maybe
mathematically, it's easy that
like
to imagine that like 10 people will not get a single of their questions answered.
Not only that, but without sounding like a dick right now, we put out the question that we thought have to be answered by the development director itself, because we cannot answer them. And we just straight up ignored all the frequent questions that we got on Discord or Reddit that we answered on a daily basis, because that's just not worthwhile the time of Curia. That's fact. So if you still have questions, please, Sailor Moon, he is actually called Sailor Moon, shoot them down in the chat. So yeah, why is wargaming stuff so cute? I don't know. Ask Lane.
Must be the cheekbones.
What did I miss? Everything? Don't worry. Sorry. Woo-woo. You can watch the VOD on YouTube.
You can just rewind right now.
Oh, quick thing. Big thing. Now that the Q&A is more or less over, is there anybody in the community who wants to do a transcript on Reddit, for example? And Phil, do we have something special to offer for this kind of person? The first person who posts a transcript on Reddit will get something.
10,000 doubloons, easy.
All right.
Yep.
You heard it.
But I don't want to make it like a crazy competition, to be honest.
No. Yeah, it's just like
So
row and get to work.
Only if you're super sure and if you don't mind losing.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Phil, is there anything else you want to say? Otherwise, I will, of course, let you now go into your weekend so you can.
Let me look into the camera and I don't know, with my better side. Just appreciate all the players, especially those of you who stay with us through thick and thin, which last year literally was, and I guess this year it's still going in that matter. But you are overcoming, and so are we. Appreciate all the new players, which we are actually getting in droves, and thank you for that. And connected to that, we're actually working on our onboarding process. No tutorial, but at least the first few battles should be a little more obvious, a little more easy, soonish. But going back to appreciation, I know it's not Thanksgiving, but I just have to say thanks to everyone who supports us, who just plays our game, who levels their lines, new and old ones, who provide us with feedback, bad and good. You know, even if sometimes tone is not to our liking, there's always something rational that we can fish out, that we can work with, and that helps us make the game better. Just thank you and turn the tide. Sorry for not coming on more than I do, but I'm sure we'll meet again. And just like Kirill did, I want to thank our community management team for being the the buffer zone between you and us.
Sounds like a threat to the community. Thank God we have some other people between you and me. Oof.
No.
Oof.
No. The truth of the matter is, I don't mind the worst of feedbacks, or
That's true.
you know, I don't get blinded by the best of feedbacks. It's just that sometimes there's one of you and there's 350 of people that give you feedback.
That's true.
Yep.
That's the hardest part.
And in the end, that's what we are here for. And I'm just glad that we can talk to you on a daily basis about this kind of stuff, so we can ensure that the community gets the information that they want, and also that we can make them not feel hurt, but it's like, you know, that we can basically be the voice of the community for upcoming features or suggestions or feedback itself.
Off and for, I guess.
Yeah,
Community.
true.
So take your vitamins, do your exercise, be kind to your loved ones, and loved ones that you're kind to. That makes no sense. And turn the tide.
You as well, Mr. Filigula, and hear you on Monday.
Exactly.
So now go into your weekend, enjoy it.
Thank you.
Go forth.
Everyone enjoy the game.
Be free.
All right.
See
Bye.
you.
All right, guys. There you heard it.
Ah, yes, we can free our ears.
Now it's time to party. They are gone. Yes! Time is now. Now is. Wait, what does Thanos say in Infinity War? Now is.
I don't remember.
When he reverts Vision. Now is all the time we need, or we don't need, or whatever.
I don't remember.
Now is
what
all the
that-
time
I
we
don't.
have.
That's not one of the memes, so I don't remember it.
Yeah, true. Did they say anything about the training room? Well, go to the board and check it out. Have fun finding that one question.
Indeed.
No, okay, yeah,
so-
it will come at some point with clans.
So, yeah, there'll be two major clan implementations, and training rooms will come either with or before the second. So, if I remember that correctly. So, shall we dive into some gameplay? Because we covered most of the update news. And we should play some
Kansas.
ships. We should shoot some ships. Georgios Gregorovinsky.
Grzegorz Brzęcicikiewicz.
So,
Grzegorz.
My SH sounds are not very clear, and I apologize, but it's just what my accent does.
Yeah, he's from Missouri.
It happens.
It happens. I love that video with Czegoś Brzęczykiewicz. That's, by the way, the Polish commander on PC that they introduced as a meme. So, I would say I start out with the Kansas, since we introduced not only the Kansas as fully researchable, but also the Golden Eagle camouflage. It is in the store for 750 doubloons, and you have to upgrade it with paint yourself. And first of all, I want to say, since it's Lane and me together here, we are both playing. We're trying to pay as much attention as possible to the chat. Okay, so if we miss one or two questions, since there are a lot of people of you in the chat, please just, if you really have a pressing question, post them in between the games if we don't pay attention or when we die. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try to look once a while down to the chat, and so I will play the Kansas. And Mr. Whittaker,
I will give a try to the ZF6.
Yes.
So I warn you that I am not a good gunboat gunboat destroyer player, and that's the way I have rigged mine up to be.
Why? Then play torpedoes. She has extremely strong torpedoes, like super strong.
But I don't want to have to redo everything right now. So
you just have to choose the new skills in Erich Bay. He's your destroyer commander anyway, so it's fine. But I get you. Okay, then
one cannot learn without doing.
Let's just. I will keep the camera for now on me. By the way, if somebody from the community that I know wants to join, like Menacing, for example, come on, Menacing, please join us, please. Carry us. I'm free if you need me. Yes. There we go. Okay.
Get over here.
Get over here. YOLO Emilio. So you are not alone. Don't worry. By the way, guys, I'm actually not sure if I can say that right now because we're testing it, but we're currently. I don't know if I bring myself into trouble, but so the smoke screen, the choosable exhaust smoke screen on the Paolo Emilio is basically the threshold of you outrunning your smokes is at 41 knots. Mm-hmm. And we currently will run a test to increase that speed. So you can actually use the smoke on full. I cannot tell you if and when we exactly bring this feature, if it maybe already is coming very soon. But just to give you the very, very hardcore players that we're asking for is, it will be basically the full speed smoke then. But I don't want to, I don't want to oversell it now. Oh yeah, also here's a very beautiful example of a feature that we introduced. And it is that Tier 7 ships can now division up with legendary ships.
Indeed.
So yeah.
That's been a long time coming.
I don't know how the PC player can sit on these chairs, man. Like, goddamn. A Super Santa crate's coming this month. So I'm not 100% sure if they come this month, but we have...
There is an article.
There is an article that basically is from Summerfest. You can find it. I'm going to post it in the chat. There we go. And there you can find the sale times. Where was your invite, Final? You were not online, my friend. I'm sorry. Please turn out Odin. Ah, missed.
So
I missed.
So there's a destroyer near that island. I'm pretty certain of it. So I've got RDF on him.
Oof.
So, that's we will not be playing Missouri today because nobody has Missouri yet.
Yes.
So
we don't want to unnecessarily tease the people that do not have access to her.
Yep.
Wait, is this Odin beached? Well, don't mind if I do. Oh no, he's coming out. Is he? Yeah, he is. I'm gonna wait. Blip should add me back on Xbox. Ooh, Juicy Goose is saying this.
Ah, well, I need to check my Xbox friend requests again.
Salvo's out on the way to the Yamato.
I'm on the way.
Those shells hurt. Ah, he's turning out. Okay.
I'm gonna go try and capture Alpha if we can here.
Kaboosh.
That's an old reference.
What?
What is that from? Isn't that Team Fortress 2?
Yeah.
It's the demo man in Team Fortress 2, I think. I haven't heard that one in a long time.
What is going on here? That Odin is
He's giving me a target of opportunity.
yeah, me as well. And my god, is this going to hurt?
Ooh. Ooh.
Hello there, old man.
It's like, Kansas might be pretty slow, but it packs a punch.
But now there's no time to mourn. Now is no time at all. Thank you. Thank you, Shadow Brad. That was the scene when basically... Oh my god. You disgusting peasant. Now I remember exactly. It was basically when he was kicking away Wanda. After... yeah. Basically before he was grabbing Vision. After Wanda... Oh, that was short. After Wanda killed Vision or destroyed the Mind Stone and destroying Vision, and he's reverting the time.
I've got a destroyer over here for sure.
Where?
On me, I'm spotted, but he's not. So
Yeah, then-
I'm on fire. He's probably going to get me on this.
Oh!
one. It's a Yudachi.
What the? Hello? Do I have expert loader on this ship?
I don't have the HP to survive this, so I'm just gonna pop.
Smoke, smoke,
main
smoke.
battery. Yeah, I'm probably not making it out of this one, my dude. I'm alive.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It is not Wednesday. Today is Friday.
Yes.
Oh, I'm dead. So, you got me.
Mr. CV, I'm asking for your support. I'm once again asking for your support.
And he is flying on the other side of the map at the moment. Bombing the Roma, it looks like.
He now came around the corner.
German armor-piercing bombs versus a Roma. That's a good joke. 'Cause that's kind of what happened in reality. So let's see what's going on.
Okay, if that Yudachi gets our CV, I'm not sorry at all. But you know.
He was bringing...
Am I getting lobbed by the Yamato? Okay, I juked the torpedoes already. Am I getting lobbed by the Yamato through this gap?
So,
Hopefully not.
so there's definitely no plans for any sort of invisible camouflage. Keep the ship visibly.
Yeah,
to get the
which
buffs.
would be cool.
It's not. I don't think it's a horrible idea. It's just something that wouldn't necessarily be as appealing to as many players. I think, personally. Let's see.
Go faster, Kansas. Go faster. Come on. Come on. Please. Go faster.
That is one thing Kansas is not known for, is going faster. Although she isn't as slow as people make her out to be.
Did I aim too low?
Torpedoes to starboard.
Yep.
God damn it.
Torpedoes to starboard.
I aimed too low. Like, hello, Mr. CV. There is something.
Well, the Fritz X didn't one hit the Roma. There was two Fritz X that hit Roma. So close to one. It was one strike over time.
So I'm gonna turn out here so the Yamato doesn't completely, utterly shred me.
Looks like the carrier wants a piece of you
I'm
too.
gonna pop the spotter plane too.
Spotter airborne.
No, he slowed down.
I aim not. I'm not patient, guys. I didn't show patience at all, and that is a extreme big mistake as a battleship player.
Patience, young Padawan.
Is he
Spotter
reversing?
returning to ship.
Please don't tell me he has time to reverse. He has time to reverse. God damn it. Yeah, 6 overpens because...
Oh,
Oh,
impressive.
yeah. I could have had that in the first place. I completely misaimed that. That was my mistake. I'm not patient as he plays the slowest moving, slowest reloading tier 7 BB. Yes, especially then I should show patience when coming to aim and shooting. So,
So, so I guess Australian holidays, as a question in general. So we have been including stuff for holidays more frequently. We recently did, of course, Independence Day. We also did Canada Day the couple days beforehand. We also have done Trafalgar Day last year, and we did VMF Day. We did a flag for a couple weeks ago even.
German vacation day.
And so, and today is Friendship Day. So we've also got a flag out for that, and which you can find the code for in the chat. But so there is a possibility that we will do more and more nations over time, but we shall see.
Nice work.
Come on, Jambart. You can do it. Apparently somebody already has a transcript done. What the hell, guys?
Who is it? Is it Rowan again?
No, I don't think so. Rowan said he would do it after the stream.
We will have to.
Yeah,
we'll
it's
have
not
to
really a
cross-
transcript. It's just the questions broke down.
No. We're meeting.
We want to have a full transcript, like
we
proper
want-
transcript.
because we feel that it's important for the whole explanation to
Yes.
to be there, so we want the full transcripts. Because there's context as for reasoning as to why certain decisions are made, which are little nuggets of information that are very valuable
Come
to some people.
on. Sorry. Yeah. That's like. I'm not a fan of like. If we talk about transcript, I'm talking about full transcript of questions. Now should we switch? You play Kansas, I play ZF6.
Yeah, I am more inclined to play Kansas, I believe, but I think I have to set mine up.
Why the hell do I go to American destroyers? So ZF6. To quickly equip, I'm gonna go for the torpedo build because I think her torpedoes are super duper strong. Because the space torpedoes have 75 knots, even though I only have 8 kilometers of of range. But 76 seconds of reload are. And the reload booster I'm basically only gonna use in emergency moments. So the thing is, I could technically go for Blue Furiora because of this. But it even does less damage, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go for... Wait. What do I usually use? Do I usually use... No. Okay, Erich Bay. Good. Then we can use this amazing filter to filter for Destroyer Inspirations. And take... Where is he? There he is.
So there's not going to be an all-in-one bundle for Arpeggio. It's like the way that we're doing that is set in stone because it would be, personally, it would be unfair to people who have already invested in the Arpeggio collaboration if we changed how things are being sold at this time. So.
Mm. 8.5, 76, 4.9. Honestly, those 500 meters, I don't really care. I want faster torps. There we go.
Yep.
83, 8 kilometers. That's good.
83, not.
Okay. Please, no more loot boxes. Well, I can already tell you that containers itself will always be a part of the monetization. It just depends on how the content will be brought, like how the content will be as available.
Yeah, it works. So.
Sorry for the opening sound of the can, but I have some beautiful green can here. No, it's not beer.
So, that was. I wonder. The laser gun sounds.
I honestly think that with the overhaul of the gun sounds, that there will be some event-specific sounds as well, but I need to check. That.
Yeah, so we're unsure, but the aforementioned sound system that's in testing might fix that.
Oh, goddammit, I didn't check.
Now we have another thing to check.
No, can somebody quickly throw me the... I just noticed, I just forgot that I don't have a hydro because it's replaced with the main battery reload booster. So,
Were you wanting the hydro range?
yeah.
There is no hydro range.
Yeah.
As for the hydro range, there is no.
Also, I would always suggest using AP in the ZF6 because the
Loggy. Oh. The high explosive damage potential of ZF6 is surprisingly small, but the AP can do some pretty nasty stuff.
I think I'm just gonna launch the torpedoes here just for zoning purpose, and I have them anyways in 70 seconds again.
Can I get this Baltimore? Let's see. Just 3 overruns. Although it should be noted that the ZF6 does have effectively 31 millimeters of high explosive penetration, so it's pretty reliable as long as you're not shooting battleships in their bow and stern. Not gonna, or tier 7 battleships, that is.
Bonk. Oh, I'm radared.
So I'm not making good decisions here. But I might get this Baltimore. Maybe. So
I see Menacing was playing with his food. How did he get over this island? Whoopsie.
ooh,
Oh, there is a...
Baltimore. Citadel in the Baltimore. So the ZF6 is based off of the off of a German plan to.
Did you get the... Can you get the Baltimore?
I'm working on it.
Okay. I'm gonna try something stupid. The radar is down.
And I got the Baltimore. What the Citadel? So let's see. The ZF6 is based off of basically the hull of it is a French destroyer named the Apnatbe. Hopefully I got that right.
I should just continue firing, idiot.
Basically, whenever Germany took most of the northern parts of France, they got their hands on this ship and made a plan to upgrade it. And ZF6 is based off of that plan. They named it initially ZF6, and later they renamed it ZF2. But ZF6 is based off this plan, but we've changed a few things for some gameplay things, such as the main battery guns.
Torpedoes astern.
So that's the quick history of ZF6. It was never completed.
How was that a devastating strike? Okay. I'm just gonna take it.
Engine boost.
Apparently I devastated the Fletcher with my reload booster and AP. Okay.
All stations.
Oh yeah, well it's because it takes over, so it's damage over time within a certain time frame.
Yeah, of
it's-
course, but it's still like, oh no, did I Austin Power myself here?
Hopefully not.
I think I Austin Powered myself here. Oh no, I didn't.
You'll make it out there.
All stations requesting fire at designated designated target.
What is that Kagero doing? Or what is he trying to achieve? Ah, there we go.
I already answered you, Culture Hunter. No. Well, in the far future, I can't say about anything that far in the future. So.
How am I spotted again? Ah, yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the target.
I think Menacing is taking care of that. Of this guy.
Hopefully. I think it's a Yudachi, so
Yeah.
probably take him in a gunfight.
I mean, I'm here as well.
Yep.
Oh, there is the Parzival. Well, hello there. I think he doesn't have... He's not enjoying this. Like popping up between a Paolo Emilio and a ZF6.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a good time.
Bonk.
Now it's time for the possible.
Thank you.
Yeah. So essentially, the data mining argument is essentially that on PC you can access the game files, and there are ways to get data out of them on things that are in the game or are not in the game yet, as well as other features that may be coming and things like this. There are people that can figure these things out. With
Dude, what the
with PlayStation and Xbox, it is, if not impossible, it is far more difficult to do so. And and so with PC, they're able to announce things before they show up in the data mining, and their dev blog, which allows them to control the first news on certain things, as well as kind of generate a little bit of hype around that content.
John Bart got me. I did not expect the Jean Bart to really go into the cap there. That was herder. I don't even know how our entire other team side collapsed. What the hell?
Let's see if Menacing will land his torpedoes. It looks like he's going to get 4 on the John Bart, though.
Yeah, I got the... I got the CV, so that's good. It just stays in the smoke and wait out the CV. Get good, kinda juicy. I am probably having a better win rate than you on my account. So get good.
There's no plans for any sort of random ship button. That's something that, like, I guess something that is would not be a priority. So maybe far distant future, but not a priority, I would say. So game data mining means like in-game files. It doesn't mean personal information and that sort of thing. It just means like stuff about ships, like all the nitty-gritty details on like what is the shell velocity, or in gameplay terms, how they work and that sort of thing. It's I've been reading a few of those files recently, and it's very confusing and complex, and there's nothing really hidden in there.
So first of all, regarding the whole Elite XP discussion, Elite XP is so. I mean, we don't need to hide the fact that the game is pay to progress, and Elite XP the only purpose it has is to be used as an ability to speed up the progress if you pay for it. So there is no way in changing that mechanic or bringing some alternative for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So basically, console is more secure because there's no way to really get access to that information. That's
also, there was one question regarding cross save. No, cross save is nothing that is up to us, and to get this, there needs to be a conversation on between Xbox and PlayStation.
Yep.
You have 62%. I'm above 70% on my PlayStation account, Juice. If you try to stat shame someone, get good first. Like, seriously. And this guy wants to be a CC. Is he CC?
No, he's not.
Yeah, well.
Well, he's on the list. to
Not
keep an eye
anymore.
on.
If you try to screw with someone, do it with someone who's not better than you.
So yeah. Let's see.
Are the games crossplay? Yes, they are.
Yep.
Like crossplay in terms of you play against. Oh, what is happening? Menacing. Oh, he's. Oh. Ah, well, we're winning in points anyways. I hope.
The end is here.
And so I face the final curtain, my friend. That's.
Oh, yep.
Oh, rip.
Now the question is, can the Georgia get to
The question is, can the Parswell just stop moving and not do anything?
I mean, the Georgia is fast. He can probably, like, you can trace the planes down and catch him. But he should hide behind this island and just book it.
Juice, the question is not that PlayStation is gonna open up for it. The question is, how much is it gonna cost? Because cross save does mean that the platforms take even more in the stake of it because of the ability to have the same account on both platforms. Like let's go out. I don't wanna continue watch that. But damn, not only the torpedoes are nice, but the guns are extremely strong. So,
Let's see. What else do we have new? Well, we haven't played Palo Emilio, but we can save that for a little bit later. Wanted to.
I mean, Menacing already showed how. Like, just to
we'll also
check,
have the
this is purely my streaming account. I have a 68% win rate on that, but only 168 battles. But this is only the account that I play on stream, and I'm not playing series on stream.
But anyhow, we could show off some of the arpeggio stuff.
Yes, we can.
So let's go down.
Let's go to tier 4.
Tier 4. So arpeggio comes with 2 ships and a ship skin, as well as 5 commanders. So the 2 ships that we have are variations of the Congo, which is the Arpeggio Haruna.
Which Lane thinks it's one of the most beautiful ships next to Dunkirk.
Yeah, the Congo class is
Hey, I remember that.
is very beautiful. And so we have the Arpeggio Haruna and the Arpeggio Kirishima. And these are, they are a little bit changed from Congo. Both of them have slightly worse main battery firepower, but the Haruna has increased secondary firepower, and the Kirishima has increased anti-aircraft firepower. This comes in the form of some of her guns being changed for 40 millimeters rather than only 25 millimeter guns. So on the stats menu, it doesn't add up quite right, but you basically have to add in the 127 millimeter guns to get the full value. The anti-aircraft armament. So her medium caliber AA is significantly stronger.
So I'm gonna play the Haruna, and of course with that I'm gonna play Haruna as a commander. But I'm just gonna throw a little bit at stuff at her.
Which ship are you doing?
I'm doing Haruna.
Okay.
Whoops, I didn't want to equip the.
Bring Kirishima along.
So Haruna is the one with the secondary range. So let's go full meme. Yeah, and as Phil already stated in the chat, ship XY when will be ignored by us? Because most of the time we are not able to answer this question anyways. And since I am a fan of Battleship Commander, I'm gonna put Paolo di Revel on it. Tier 4 is usually a little bit more close ranged. What is the usual range of the Haruna? Is it like 14 something? 15.7. So let's go full YOLO.
Yeah, so we're aware of the AA stats issue. Right now, that system or that screen can only display 4 different AA guns, and since Kirishima has an extra type of AA gun, it knocks down one of the or it knocks off essentially one of the AA guns from the UI, though they still work.
I just want to point out that the AP secondary can Citadel cruisers on this tier easily. So if there is some kind of British cruiser that thinks it's a good idea to get close, or even an Omaha, 152 millimeter overmatches Omaha.
True.
So you can Citadel Omaha through the bow.
Are they secondary to AP?
Yes,
Oh no.
yes, they are. McFowler, I would suggest if you just tuned in to go to YouTube and just watch the entire intro section of the developer Q&A with Kirill when he was here.
Yep, because we answered that question.
Yes, we answered that. Man, it's so good to be able in the next weeks to just go, we answered that question in Dev Q&A, go here and watch.
or go here and read a transcript that's
Yeah.
hopefully somebody's preparing.
Yeah. Can we have post-game replays? I think that's somewhere on the backlog as well, but not really on a high priority at all.
Yep.
Like, you guys also have to keep in mind that there is a development process, or like the development roadmap itself, with big features and big beats that are important, like content updates. Otherwise, you would just stop playing. And it's always for us difficult to, when, for example, development team comes to us and asks for gameplay improvements like buffs and nerfs, that's something that can be done easily because it's a different department. But when it's something requires development time, that time is super valuable, and it's not always easy to allocate that, like to make space for certain features that require, for example, a button or a tooltip in a menu, or additional data. That's always something then, it's not easy. Which developer Q&A will you find this on, guys? This stream. You will just have to go on YouTube a little bit earlier in the stream, and then you will find all the questions that are answered by Kira. And that Leander is not gonna have a fun time.
I suspect as much. But I didn't lead quite enough. Well, I still get a Citadel, so happy times. And that's also a nice, like, the gunpowder is a little bit worse, but nice round number.
Who's behind me? Menacing's behind me. Nice.
Yeah.
I see you
With this-
abandoned me.
Abandon you to your fate.
I can actually move the stream. Oh, Nevada is firing at me. Ow. Oh, get it. Hello. So the get is surely torped, so I'm gonna turn right.
Target here.
There are the torps. And I'm gonna eat one. No
Okay.
flooding.
There,
Oh, two. God damn it. You got my engines.
there's a real tactile reason to play Kirishima, and that is even numbers. Because the AP shell damage is 10,000.
Yeah.
So you always get 1,000s on opens.
Oh yeah, and also Menacing, I'm full YOLO. Like, there is no stopping. Hello, Leander.
The OCD is satisfied.
No! Main battery, don't let me down. Oh wow.
Dallas is he's got himself in a pickle there.
I'm in a pickle. Oh,
There
dodge
was,
the torpedoes.
there was indeed a HMS pickle in history. Not sure if there was in this time period, but in the Age of Sail there was for sure.
Ultra loose, super late break. Ah, nah, I'm dead. I saw that too late. That was my bad.
Ooh. There's nothing you can do.
You did not see anything. I love that meme.
Super late breaking. Let's see. Gaida is reenacting the Austin Powers skit right now.
Sorry?
Gaida is reenacting the Austin Powers gif right now. He's bouncing back and forth on these two islands here.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have torps, but he's gonna get obliterated by menacing secondaries.
Yep.
And goodbye.
There they go.
And back to can we have a Canadian tech tree? No.
There are not enough Canadian ships to make a tech tree
Unfortunately,
of
they
the proper size.
Okay. While Canada played a big part in the naval battle in World War II with producing destroyers for the American and also transport troop ships, they did not have, I don't know, they didn't have any
They don't really have the
capital ships. Like, not that
Yeah,
many.
They had two cruisers, not really during the war, and a bunch of corvettes, a bunch of destroyers, but especially corvettes.
Extreme, a lot of transport ships.
The contribution of the Canadian Navy is significant in the Atlantic theater, especially in terms of anti-submarine warfare. The problem is that doesn't translate into our game very well, and so there needs to be like there are some ships like the HMCS Haida, as well as there's a few others like Ontario that could make it at some point. There's not really enough for a full tech tree, and there's not very many indigenous Canadian designs to make a Canadian tech tree out of even paper ships. Why is my gun not firing? Damn.
戦艦撃沈この体でも意外となんとかなるもんだな
Steel taking way too long. Yes, as intended.
Steel takes a long time. It's meant to be a long-term goal from its core.
Is that new smoke animation
so
on the ship?
that-
That's only the RP skin
Yep.
smoke.
So if you're talking about the Kirishima voiceover, it's the way her archetype is portrayed in the game, or not in the game, but in the anime. So it is an acquired taste. I've actually ran that voiceover for a long time, back when I played PC quite a lot. But it is harsh.
It
So,
is what it is.
especially when you get set on fire. But you also there is also a destroyer commander, a cruiser commander, cruiser skin, so we can play a Tago, as well as a carrier commander. Don't have. Oh wait, no. Not Tago.
I do.
Don't have a Tago set up. What kind of heresy?
Well, I do have her set up with. I think I'm gonna switch that out for. Man, I love that we finally have a filter for that. Oh God. $13, $29, $10, $62, 9.9, $10. I don't want to have the F3 torpedoes. Or I will actually wait. 17.5 is the range. I think I'm gonna go with main battle reload mod. Why not? Let's try that. I mean, honestly, let's see what Takao has to offer.
Just a minute here.
Okay, that's rudder shift. Oh my god, Hipper will love this. It's the agile, yeah, it's the agile version. Traverse speed, detectability, gives a little bit up on the utility.
Actually, no.
has the same. Yeah, why not?
So in the meantime, I need to use the restroom. So
Yes.
while we're loading, I will be away. So
Okay. I mean, it is a long stream, so. Let's see. Hold on. Which commanders did I just use? Which commanders do I use on my Yamamoto? Yeah. Makes sense. So I'm using Campioni. Where is he? No, Mimbelli. Ah, not Campioni. And Gunichi Mikawa for the... So, and then I will use this and this. I don't really need the AP pen and the shell damage buff. The grouping is nice though. Whatever. It is fine. So yeah, 12.5. The Terra Traverse is way better. And good speed, good rudder shift. Concealment is the same, better than torpedo range, so... Should I just start it with Lane not being here? Nah. Let's not be that guy. Hasta la pasta. Commonwealth tech tree, same issue with the Canadian. Will Hipper become CC again? It's probably not a question I should answer here.
and I'm back.
Check the container drop rates. You can do that yourself. You go to wowslegends.com/containers and you can see them. You're back.
Yep, we're good to go.
Let's go. Triple Targo Division.
Oh,
What's your favorite chip take on Amagi? Like in Legends. On PC, Yamato. I really like the Amagi and the playstyle of it. Twitch stream being ignored? Nope. It's just that YouTube has a couple of hundred more viewers than on Twitch. And we have one unified chat. So if you ask a question that actually makes sense, we pay attention. Otherwise, there is a reason why we don't answer. I see a stream sniper in the enemy team.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mr. Reaper.
Oh, my.
I hope you're ready to burn. Oh, you will burn, my friend.
To borrow from Boba Fett in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Animal.
Yeah. Yeah, menacing, that's true. A lot more questions on YouTube and a lot more interaction on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Is that exhaust smoke going to be limited to 40 knots, 41 knots? Actually, not 40. And that's a question that we answered earlier because we're currently working on a different implementation of that smoke screen, which would increase that threshold to around 50, 55 knots. So, I guess there's gonna be a destroyer coming here. And I guess that he's gonna come out here. And what I'm gonna do...
Venom.
The Lenin...
Yamato coming our way as well. So this camo is the Arpeggio Takao command or camouflage for the Atago.
優先攻撃目標の座標は
Let's see what AP can do. Fire on the Yamato.
It happened again. It happened again.
集中
Oh no.
Well, how did it happen? Tell me.
3 Yamato shell, the most beautiful dispersion I have ever seen. 3 Yamato shells in like one ball at the same time right into the Citadel. It was just. Oh no. And it's like the same spot too, if I remember right. I think it's the
No,
same. You know?
the other one was was a different map.
Okay. Oh man.
了解戦闘機を発艦させる
F. F's in the chat.
And we need to try and get some of the torpedoes off. See if we can get the special torpedo effect.
敵艦
Cool
隊が
fist
優
firing
勢
at me.
けどこのままじゃ終わらないわ優先攻撃目標の座標をアップロードしたわ
It's easy AP.
Yeah. That was one citadel. That was a second citadel.
It is the cruiser life, yes.
Yeah, it is the, you know, you were unlucky, he was lucky. It's just when, you know, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
Mario, what are you doing?
Oh well, I see that our destroyers are doing very, very good job here. Are they in a division? No, they're not. Okay. I mean, that game is, oof. But can't do anything wrong with a Kagero and a Gearing on a thin line.
So, yeah, changes and improvements to the game have to come over time. Each one takes its own time to be developed and added to the game. So that's just the way game development works. Can't just snap your fingers and make something happen overnight, unfortunately.
Well, it is possible, but nice.
It's possible to snap your fingers and make things happen overnight?
Yeah. It's called the Thanos snap.
How do you learn this power? So we had a Q&A portion with our development director earlier in the stream, and you can rewind back to it. But we are also answering some questions here as well within our ability. Oh, that was close. Ooh. So we have discussed the concept of a purely quality of life update. But the simple fact of the matter is that we're not the kind of game model that can actually really support doing one of those, because we need things happening from month to month to both keep player interest as well as to keep development possible. And so the simple, like, there is instances of people doing it in the past, most notably being Operation Health in Rainbow Six Siege. However, Rainbow Six Siege was not a free-to-play game at the time, and
Die.
was a premium
Die! Come on!
was a premium paid-for video game, and so they have the advantage of having the money up front to invest in a quality of life improvement, and whereas we do not necessarily have that advantage or the ability to do that with our model. So it has to come piecemeal, parts at a time. So we're not doing any coupon.
He was able to lob it over.
We're not doing any coupons in this stream, Fox and Paladin. And in game, they're just earned from random gameplay actions.
Detonation, come on.
And here you can see a little bit of the unique torpedo visual effects. So they happen with with the Takao, with her torpedoes, to mimic the effect of a is it a gravity torpedo, as they call it in Arpeggio Blue Steel? Vibration torpedo? I think it's a vibration torpedo. It's a vibration torpedo impacting on a Klein field. Oh, we still got menacing.
No, torpedoes cannot bounce.
Our team depends upon you.
I just don't understand what the gearing did the entire game.
Probably did more than me.
Yeah, but this is one of the players that I report for griefing. Because he did absolutely nothing the entire game. I don't know. Like... Well...
What time of day has the least amount of potatoes playing? That depends on your definition of a potato.
Honestly, early in the morning. Because there you play together with the Japanese player base. And goddamn, they are hardcore.
Yeah.
No, but if you're this kind of a player, then multiplayer games are just nothing for you. Like if you not try to play with the team. Himself for nothing to happen anyway. That's not true, JC gameplay. Those reports go to the platform and actions can be taken against your account. I could also just send the stream gameplay to our support, and if they would see that he's doing nothing, he would actually get a timeout for it as well. Like actions would be taken not only from console, from the platform, but we also take actions from our player support. But still was a good game.
Yep.
Team plays wins game, yes, specifically online games. So, what else do we have? Well, ranked is only for 2 people.
We can do some ranked if you want.
Nah,
Okay.
not at the moment.
What else do we have? We've had Menacing show off Palo, but neither of us have. I don't have my Palo set up. I don't know if you do.
Nope,
So
but I can.
neither of us are Destroyer players. Robin was going to town on Monday with Palo with much rejoicing. Oh yes, new ship camos. Bismarck secondary
Yeah.
build.
True. What am I gonna use here? Jerzy Świerski, and where is Erich Bay? Just the usual
Set up
suspects.
set up my biscuit real quick.
Oh, let me show off the biscuit. No.
Oh, we can both show off the biscuit in a minute.
That's true. And where is Erich Bay? There he is. Torpedo speed. Maximum destroyer speed. I could technically take that as well, but let's just go with the
I'm going to give ZF6 a try again, I think. Actually, I am going to grab the radar cruiser. That's what I'm going to do.
That's looking good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good. .2 is fine. 6 kilometers per 71 knots and 23,000 alpha damage. That's like
That's a lot of damage.
you would play with Belfast and Mordor. Yeah, to increase the smoke range, but that doesn't really benefit you when you're not using the smoke. Like, and Mordor for the reload. Yeah. Yeah, but the generic.
So, Robert Palmer, you asked that question a long time ago. I did see it, but I wasn't able to get to it at time. Essentially, some camouflages are available in limited quantities, and that's the way that they're meant to be. Shadow camouflage is one of them because it's limited to the basically Black Friday type things. And space camo was also a limited time thing for April Fools. So you're just going to have to save them up over time. I'm sorry. Nope. Robin is on holiday. So
Yes.
last I checked, he was on a boat. But he probably isn't right now. I don't know about ray tracing for Xbox Series X. I only know about PS5. So
So what do they have? Tashkent Z23.
Action stations.
you want to take over. Yeah, let's just take over this side of the map.
Any giveaways? Nope. Like, if you guys only come to the stream for
So-
giveaways, then it's not for you.
Yep, not this one. Not this time. We made it up.
Not this time.
If you guys haven't watched the compilation of
It's all fake.
his name's William Frakes, right?
I don't know, but it's like
Is
from
that-
X.
Is it the X Files?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's basically like an intro outro from a YouTube series where one of the guys from Star Trek goes through a bunch of different like variations of "We made it up, not this time,"
Mm-hmm.
and it's fantastic.
Oh, bring out the shame bell. We got another stream sniper. Just kidding.
Oh, we got Juice again. Anyhow, but yeah, I saw one question about like camouflages, like warning ahead about permanent camouflages coming out. Like we give out a warning as soon as we can, which is usually during the patch notes, which come the Thursday beforehand. I know that paint takes planning to build up, but it's not something that we can at this time give you more heads up on. Sorry.
Wait.
I'm spotted. How am I spotted? Please don't hurt me.
Baby, don't hurt me.
No more.
No more. Din, 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 din. I'm just gonna sit here and cap. I want to, but I shouldn't. What's the fastest ship in the game? Probably Fantastic. Or
Kleber.
Kleber.
It's probably Colbert, actually.
Yeah. Like either Fantastic or Kleber.
Can
When
you
it
get-
comes to fastest cruiser, though, we had that last time, right? Where you said, what was it? Algerie? No.
Coyote, we have a destroyer on our left somewhere. Are you ready for it?
What? What am I ready for it?
No, Coyote. Coyote. Menacing. We've got a destroyer on our left somewhere. See if we can get him. And we got him.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
It's too bad the black ships are split. What do you mean? How late are you gentlemen playing on streaming today? Honestly, I'm not sure. Like, originally we had like as a target 9, but that was that I wasn't sure if we are actually able to bring everything together regarding stream and development QA. But I'm honestly think that we're gonna call it a little bit earlier today because we just don't have anything else to cover besides that what we had.
George is still over here.
Engine boost activated.
One might say that it's on my mind. That was bad. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Hello.
Critical engine damage.
Oh my god. Please don't tell me I thought he would. That was nearly the hardest potato I've pulled off this year. Oof.
Stations requesting fire on the
Oof.
designated target.
Yikes. Yikes. That was crisis averted. Crisis averted.
Smoke screen set.
I would have not been able to live with myself if I would have potatoed that. Yikes. The thing is, I even thought, because I thought he would accelerate, so I aimed a little bit front, but oof. Like, I nearly got out-potatoed. So
This
if
Georgia
people-
wants me, Jesus.
Yeah. Whoa, AP! Let's go!
Not quite enough, but I'm still getting pins.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't have AP loaded, otherwise, goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, he does.
Oh! Yeah, you were already angled enough.
Yep.
Engine boost deactivated.
Is he reversing? In a hipper. Who was talking again about his win rate? Hmm? And then you keep reversing. In a hipper.
Why you bully him?
Like, come on, man. I know you're listening.
Come on, Susie. Give me just a little bit more. Give me that angle. Ah, I gave him mine. You got me. Menacing.
I think I launched them a little bit too early, but never know.
Good job.
Oh, lucky Hipper. That 100-meter, I think you were sweating.
So the guide videos are a team effort to put together. So, but that is the second out of, I guess, 4 classes we've covered. We recently released the Battleship tutorial video, of course. So there is, I would say, good chances that there will be more. But at this time, there's nothing further to say.
Do I need to cap C again?
We've got menacing over here still.
I was just joking because I kept all 3 caps.
Well, when you're that fast, you can do it.
That's true. Well, we covered actually the question about, you know, resetting your commander. And Kirill said it's a nice addition to the backlog, but that's mostly it for now. It's only in the backlog.
Just realized.
Get in there and support your damn teammates. Okay, first of all, we are 3 ships up. Second of all, I kept all 3 caps. Destroyed 1 destroyer. So, I don't know what you want from me. Come on, get him menacing. So much for support my teammate. Uh-oh. Ah, he has the torpedoes ready. Let's go. Menacing, can you go die that I get another kill? Maybe? Perhaps? Just like YOLO in and die? Would be appreciated. That's probably the Roma, right?
Yep, that's the Roma.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's the King George.
No, but the other one.
Oh, the other one is, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Roma.
Ah, talking about the player base as a whole rather than us. Yeah. There are multiple ways to support your teammates, and not all of them have to deal with being in the fight necessarily.
Smoke generator started.
No, I want my kill. Getting so blocked.
So
Yeah, see? Can you go down? Yeah, it's like, no, I mean, I was talking about this ship, not about, come on. I would never say that to... You know, you know, saying only one person above 1K and that's you. Aw. Carry harder, my friend. Wait, was Robin on my account? He changed the freaking Bismarck to Revolutionary Camo, I think. Mother. Yeah. Come on, man.
It's
No,
the
you don't
evilest
do
thing I
that.
can
You
imagine.
don't do that.
Why you got to do me like this? So I'm gonna go full secondary.
Yeah, full YOLO secondaries. Where is Kirishima?
That's hard.
It's Haruna. Yeah. Wait.
I don't have her leveled up yet. And also Hipper, if I remember right. I need to level up. both of them.
11.7. What's the max? Okay, just for educational purpose. I'm gonna... Okay, I don't need that. Just so I can answer the questions. What happens if I upgrade this one max and also Franz Hipper?
The answer is a long way.
Oh no, 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 no. Huh. $11.7.
What do we drink in Prague? Well, Prague is known for its beer, of course.
Probably
But-
percentage are so little that it doesn't make a difference.
Sorry?
No, like I was just
Oh,
trying and
yeah.
I had my Franz von Hipper on 15.3 and my Haruna on 14.3.
Mhm.
Upgraded them both max and it was 11.7 before and then it was 11.7 afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. In Prague, we drink plenty of other things. So so I've got water, I've got Coca-Cola here, but also Prague is known for its beer. And that's
Ah! You have to refresh it. True. Check your upgrades. Yeah, I have secondary range already on it. Guys, triple Bismarck. You need properly meticulous? Nah. How long left, guys? I think we will do like another 20 or 30 minutes and then we will call it for today.
crap, I don't remember. I didn't check my skills. Now that you mentioned properly meticulous, I feel like an absolute potato.
Good that we will get the flag at some point.
Yeah, I need it. I mean, the other Chris has already dubbed me the American potato, so
Secondary reload mode? No, I don't. I don't equip that. Like, while I appreciate full secondary range, somebody else had had the idea of doing that. No. Oh my god. Full YOLO middle?
are you using Type 9 camo?
Hmm? Of course.
Of course. So-
What do you think who do you
I'm just
think I
making
am?
sure. You were wearing
What kind of wearable do you think I am?
You were wearing revolutionary just 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and guess why I was insulted because I changed. No, so while I appreciate the full secondaries, I want to point out that Bismarck guns have a 22-second reload with the correct skills and the secondary reload. And, like, make the strong thing on the ship stronger, but support something that is getting better and better, which is the secondary. So, yeah. Hipper and Lyon is the way to go. Prague good beer. Thanks for the stream, guys. Enjoying all. Wait. Menacing? Come on, man. But good camo as well.
I mean, there's the battle damage Bismarck on the other side.
Oh, he's
Yes.
turning away.
So both of us are sporting the new permanent camouflage for Bismarck. which is Type 9, which
Man, that Leningrad does not know what's gonna happen.
and the Type 9 camouflage represents Bismarck as she was painted during her transit to and stay in Norway.
Yo, Menacing, can you go left, please? We need to go to the left. We need to go to the left. Left! Come on, dude! Go to the left!
Links.
Man, that poor Lenin did not know what's gonna happen.
Nice work.
I mean, with going middle, I did not say that we should basically put ourselves here between a rock and a hard place. So I need the spot on the Zara again, and maybe I can get a lobster shot on her.
Oop, Citadel in the Georgia.
I'm just gonna.
We got a
put
Bismarck
Piper
coming up
here.
on us, right in front of us.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. What can possibly go wrong? Let me invade that Zara Citadel first. Oh, shame. Okay, Menacing is going ahead. I'm gonna follow.
All right, here we go. Here we go. We got the Bismarck on our right immediately. Missing's got his eye on him.
Yeah.
Another battle damage skin Bismarck. I think he may have gotten a Citadel on us.
Huh?
I think he got a Citadel on me.
Woo.
Their Bismarck.
What?
I was turning.
Let's go.
Pew, pew. Oof.
3 pens, 12k. Let's go.
Funky hit.
I don't think that Florida knows what's gonna happen with him. Like, the secondaries are gonna eat him alive. Slow down. I'm gonna take over.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna get. I shot through you. Let's just activate the skill for the lols.
Battleship destroyed. Ship is on fire.
Yeah. Ouch.
Our team is taking the lead. Nice work.
Are you behind me?
Yep.
I'm turning left for will to rebuild.
Okay. Are we? Do we really want to chase down the Algerie?
Nope.
Okay.
I just double citadeled him with the most beautiful dispersion I've ever seen in my life. That's what happened. That's what's gonna happen, punk.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. Problem solved, sir.
Oh my!
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
You saw that, guys. You saw that. You saw that.
No longer have to worry about that guy.
I don't care what's happened now, but
Simply delicious.
nice. Oh.
Suddenly a wild Shokaku appeared.
Mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed the
Yeah.
murder.
But the dispersion on the first, that was like Odin handing me the RNGesus wheel. And I was like, you earned it, my friend. You earned it. Thanks for taking that one.
I've just been Bismarcked.
Your rudder has been incapped?
Yep.
Careful, Kansas is coming.
Yep, my rudder's gone, and I'm flooding.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the will to rebuild range.
Save me! Oh, Citadel.
Yeah, me as well.
But not enough to save me.
Feels bad, man.
It do. It don't always be like that, but sometimes it do.
Yeah.
The ship is on fire.
Yeah, about that. Guys, if you have that, aim for the superstructure and hope that you pen there. There you go.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Go away, Shokaku. Go away.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, please, Kansas.
The ship
Please
is on
don't have a salvo. I'm fucked.
Well, I think he only had 2 turrets.
Well played by the Kansas, but I did not expect that he had his turrets on me.
I need intelligence data.
I think our team's got this one. Probably.
Hopefully.
Requesting assistance. I need intelligence data. Requesting assistance.
Ah, he finally came. The Yamato that one-shot me has revealed himself.
Who was it?
Leo P. No idea. That was beautiful dispersion. Like, I think it was 3 shells and like a single ball. That's what it looked like to me.
Simply delicious. Flint, you might want to accelerate. Flint, you might want to accelerate. Yeah, okay, he got it. He got it.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Acceleration module. But still. Yeah, you need to lead, buddy. You're playing a Flint. Come on.
There we go.
Aw,
PG got him.
PG stole the kill.
Our victory
It was
is
Batman. I take your... Will the CV be able to top the Minsk? I say yes. No, okay, he's turning. He's turning into the torpedoes. He's turning to torp. But I think the CV will get the Minsk in return. Ah, no. CV is dropping from... Nope. Not enough lead, my friend.
Minsk is way too fast for that.
Yep. Yeah. Good games.
In a rare instance where Minsk successfully torpedoes something with 4 kilometer torpedoes, if I remember right.
Okay. So, let's just go to the tier 7 ships and show the camouflages. So, Lexington. It's beautiful. I mean, you all can check it yourself in the game as well because, you know, you can preview them.
And we have it here in Norway, which is where it was.
Yes.
Or in the, well, we're in the fjords. Fjords aren't necessarily in Norway, but that's where it's known for.
Check the secondaries on the core first. Hold on.
Oh no, I had a full secondary build.
$11.1. Yikes. That's it's pretty far. I want this one. Good stream. Thank you, Sailor Moon. That's like always our goal. Oh, I even have the Kleber.
Are you wanting to do a Colbert game? Legendary
No.
game?
No. Because it's not out yet.
Colbert's out.
Oh, it is true. Yeah. Nah, I'm not. I leave that insane destroyer gameplay to Robin. I don't want to ruin the ship's reputation by screwing up completely and herping it. Oh yeah, Charles Martel has a camo now, the blue one. Richelieu as well. Looking good. Looking really, really good. Yeah, let's do one last one. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys? If USS California would be available for doubloons, I don't even know what tier it would be. What do you guys want to play?
The secondary range of Nassau with Haruna and Hipper is 7.8 kilometers.
And Arkansas?
Arkansas, not sure.
You want me to play the USS Prince again? You want to get banned? Kinda busted.
And it is 7 kilometers for Arkansas.
Yeah, but those one are way accurate.
Yep.
Way more accurate.
Yep, they are.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's do a full secondary Arkansas game.
Yeah, boy.
Screw that. Who was my
Willis Lee.
We will go to L for that.
Oh, hang on.
Hmm?
Mikasa.
Mikasa cannot equip battleship commanders,
No.
but the inspirations would work. No.
Maybe for the anniversary stream.
Yeah, let's keep that for the anniversary stream.
Maybe for the anniversary stream. So, let us begin.
Can you explain the new commander adaptation mechanic? Would you please explain what you mean?
Yeah.
And I
No.
honestly don't like your name. I'm sorry, but
Well, regarding Missouri, we're not going to play Missouri until some other players have it already.
yeah,
So,
because we don't want to tease them
or
more than enough.
step on their toes. Really.
Yeah.
We want somebody else to have it first.
I mean, let's just say the North Carolina was down tier to tier 6 with immense, like, changes to armor and gun performance. Like, she lost her 32 millimeters and was, oh, what did you say? Why, oh no? Oh no.
Oh, we got Zhao's and Juice.
All these little stream... No, I'm just kidding. I don't care on tier 3.
Yeah, this is the meme game. I don't care.
Action stations.
Menacing, what are you doing over there? Why are you so far?
Get over here.
Let's switch to the flip gameplay. Like, man, I haven't changed once. That's kind of sad. I forgot to set up your stream deck. I'm sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't even realize I had a stream deck over here.
Yeah.
For the next time. Yeah, so whopping 0 AA guns.
Uh-oh.
I'm a little bit more worried about this Kaiser. Kaiser's-
How did I not hit him? You worried about the Kaiser?
Yeah, Kaiser's a tough cookie. Can't hit anything, but he says as he hits both of us in one salvo.
What is this reload from this Kaiser? Holy sweet Jesus.
He's only got 283 millimeter, I think. So,
Oh, he's beaching himself.
yep.
Yup.
All stations. Reporting the position of the strategic target.
Just gonna put my first healer. And we're not hitting anything. Oh, there's a Farragut. Careful.
He's almost in secondary range. Kaiser's going forward again.
Let's just focus. Is he going... He's not gonna turn,
Nope.
is he?
I'm going beach again.
Or?
Okay. Juice is coming up on our right.
Oh, he's not coming up anyway.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
You wanna rush him head on or
Might as well do it for the memes.
do it for the memes? You on the right, I on the left,
Good.
and before he starts running off.
I need your support.
Oh, there. Never mind. Farragut is coming.
Affirmative.
The radar Missouri is better than Bajoni.
Oh, he's turning out. He's running away
It's a 9.5 kilometer radar for 35 seconds.
from whom?
Teammate, I need your support.
The Iowa or the Missouri. Sorry.
Oh, someone is capping.
Enemy battleship detected.
I'm completely broadside, and this is gonna hurt. Yep.
Teammate, I need your support.
You know the best part about the secondaries? This. Disgusting.
Acknowledged.
They hurt. They hurt a lot. Ding, 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 ding. The thing is, when you angle away, Juice, your secondaries will not fire. I mean, you're probably not using full secondary build, but I do.
You got 5 secondaries on the rear this time.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Well, he's then not in range.
Attention, all forces defend the base.
He's firing. Yeah, he's on fire. Can you let me the kill just for the...
Just for the satisfaction? Yeah, you can have it. There's an emerald in our base. You got him menacing?
I think I got... I'm gonna let him die by the secondaries.
There was an attempt, Juice. It is 2-on-1.
You know... When you try your best...
Better player can menacing.
Mission failed. You gotta get him next time. Is it actually? No, I thought it would be Xiao, but...
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Distraction, BB. Well, if you would be up in points, I would believe you.
I mean, he does have a point. He did debate us a little bit.
Yeah, but... Doesn't matter on tier 3.
No. Well, it does because when you're this slow. Because we're not in the game anymore. So
Well,
it was 4D chess. I'll applaud you on that.
and so are they. Did we address when ranked and events battle will count towards mission? No, but we addressed that in the past multiple times. It will not, for a reason. We don't want battle combat missions to impact the behavior of players in ranked battles. While the grind missions is a different topic, we just don't want it at all to avoid confusion.
Yeah. I guess the only option now is to saunter on over to the cap.
Mm. Thing is, our carrier will probably die. We should group up for Ben. I like that one.
What?
Menacing just said we should group up for more AA. Hint, hint. Arkansas doesn't have AA. Like, sometimes it's really hard to stay serious, especially when people complain about the fact that we should buff Arkansas's AA.
Thank you.
The short answer is no. The slightly longer answer is Arkansas is all right without AA. It's still a very powerful ship.
Well, back in the days when the Arkansas was created, planes were not a big issue.
Yep.
That's what the downside of being in our Dreadnought is.
So California as designed would fit through the Panama Canal. California as refit and as you see it in the game would not fit through the Panama Canal.
Menacing, let's go left through the middle. And let's turn our guns to the right, so we could turn south if necessary, if the battleships come. Oh! Bonk. Thanks for slowing me down, champ. "12 versus 12? No. Oh, Jayo, I see you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
So Mikasa does not need a buff.
Hi, Jai.
So no plans to buff Mikasa. She doesn't need it. She's one of the best performing ships at tier 2.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Me sailing with the boys. So what else do we have here? Königsberg, which is meh. And I think there is another Kaiser in the back. Come on, Jayu. Come on. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. I wanna see what you got.
Oh no, our nemesis, torpedo bombers.
Don't worry, we are agile.
Are you sure about that?
No. Jayo, are you sure that you want to show me your broadside like that?
He wants to show me my broadside. Rather, he wants to get at mine.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's gone.
Oh no! He's
Ship
been
is
logged
back.
out.
Be careful.
I thought we were gonna go for cap. We
No.
got 2 minutes. Sorry. Bonk. But I think. Yay! Saved me from a torpedo, and the torpedo died before I got to you. I consider this an absolute win.
Can I get a croc? Oh no! No, it bounced. I want my Kraken. No, destroyer, no, cruiser, no. Oh, okay, Kraken denied.
Denied. Okay, I guess it's focus the Kaiser time.
Fire in the hole!
All forces capture the base. Forces proceed to the base.
Why would we capture? We have points ahead. No. Negative. 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 Come on, give me your best shot. Kaiser. Slap. We are currently on the stream playing on Xbox. I personally have a PlayStation 5 at home. And a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 5 at my desk in the office. Those Series X's that we have for the streaming purpose is both Robin's and Lane's console for the office.
I even picked up the Elite controller for mine, and it is a worthwhile purchase, in my opinion.
Microsoft, the bill for advertising is coming later.
That was a great battle.
But I will say, I did borrow Chris's PlayStation in order to play the new Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah. I yet have to play it.
It's worth it. Should.
Yeah, just no time. Okay. KFC console port when? Dude. Wii U is the best console. Nah. I still think one of the best consoles ever was the Nintendo 64. Hands down.
It is a classic.
The N64 was just the first Smash and the Super Mario 64.
I mean, but does it get more classic than PlayStation 2?
No, probably not.
There's so many.
PlayStation 2 with Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, like
That was.
Crash Bandicoot, Jack and Daxter. Like Ratchet and Clank, of course.
Yeah, but then N64.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, okay, Shadow of the Colossus. I played the remake actually on PlayStation 4. It's so beautiful, so gorgeous.
So wargaming has been around for 21 years now. So long time, but we're not known for large games until World of Tanks.
Yeah.
So which was 2010.
Oh yeah, PS2 with GTA San Andreas. True. All right. Well, I think we
Yeah.
covered a lot of stuff. It was a long stream, but it was a good stream.
Indeed, 3.5 hours.
Yeah. And if you guys have any more questions, I just hope that the transcript is being done, so we can share it. If you guys have any more questions that you think that we didn't cover, we will surely do this at some point again. But of course, it always takes a little bit of time, preparation. Kirill needs to have time, and but yeah, maybe we can just answer your questions that you have. Follow us on the Twitter, Reddit, Discord, Facebook. One important announcement that I still have to do is if you are an Amazon user and we have a new Prime Gaming loot for this month that you can redeem there if you have Amazon Prime. Also, I want to point out that it says that the next one is coming in September, which is not true. The next one will come at the end of August. So yeah, redeem your stuff, your free stuff. I will post the Friendship Day flag bonus code one last time in the chat that you can redeem for the Friendship flag, and as an end, also the freebies and sales link and the Summerfest link, where you can find all the information about our activities during the anniversary time, during the weeks. on the Summerfest link, you will also find the entire schedule for our special sales in the store. If you want to aim for a specific not collaboration, but event like Black Friday or Halloween, if you are missing out on some items, you can grab them there. Quick thing for the people who want to go for the Black Friday stuff: every ship will be available separately. There will be the crates as well, but every single Black Friday ship except the Atago Black will be available in the store. And also there will be bundles like the Black Fleet bundles. There will be one bundle with all the Black Friday flags, with the black flags for the ships for each year. Like we had one for 2019, one for 2020. We will also have the same for Halloween. The commanders will be available separately. The Halloween commander from the Rust and Rumble event, from the first Halloween event. And what was the last one? And New Year will be available. I think that will be also including the I don't know if it's including the Santa boxes.
I think so, yeah. It should be. We should have the Santa boxes again.
Let me check so I'm not telling any herder.
Okay.
I can check this right now if this site would load.
While he's checking, the next live stream is going to be on Friday the 13th, which is hopefully we don't have the camera break again.
I don't
but-
know what happened. Like I have absolutely.
It's not
no
the first
idea.
time I've seen it happen. So, but we'll be on Friday the 13th. We will have a special guest. We will also, as part of it, we will be doing the first part of the American Cruisers Ships of the Line style stream with the special guest. So stay tuned for more on that.
Also, if you don't have already, go to the store, pick up your birthday present. The anniversary, it will give you a special mission that if you complete, you get a freaking awesome patch. Here.
You need to put it on gameplay here.
Oh, and I also don't have it because I didn't complete the mission. Do you have it?
I don't.
You didn't complete the mission?
Nope.
Oh, I cannot show you. Okay, now going to the... Yes, so the Santa crates will be available as well. Lunar New Year's will be available. All commanders from the Stellar Clash will be available. So yeah, there will be a bunch of stuff coming. Anyways, I hope everyone has a great weekend. As always, we will check out with our CGI. And besides that, see you next time.
On Friday the 13th. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. And for staying for the long haul for many of you. So
Yeah.
goodbye and have a good night.
Cheers.
I need intelligence data.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a